Certified salute, FBA all day. Family, what's done in the dark comes to light. You can cosplay all you want. You can fake all you want. You can tether all you want. But the grassroots is going to find out everything about you. This is officially a grassroots representative. This is officially the Black Alpha Network, and we do our own damn research. And what we've came out to find, y'all, is that Kamala Collie Green Harris has been out here doing more than just cosplaying the lineage. She's been out here hiding some people, and today we are going to regulate the whole damn campaign, certified style. Let's go.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.
That part. Look in your left, look to your right. What do you see? Let me tell you what we seeing, family. We seeing somebody who's been running around here talking about blackity, blackity, black all damn day long, and they thought they was going to Barack Obama 2.0 us. Not happening. We see somebody who's been trying to get the black vote, running around here with collard greens and hot sauce and all of the typical cosplaying things, thinking they was going to get the black vote. Not happening. Let me let you know right now, family, that the certified black grassroots, we've been on this for the longest amount of time. Don't let them try to put this on the conservatives. Don't let them try to put this on the Republicans, y'all. We've been the ones saying Kamala ain't black. We've been the ones saying she ain't like us. And we've done some real research, the whole certified family, and we're going to put every damn receipt on the table the way we supposed to. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let me know where you at, where you from, family. Yes, indeed. Roll call, roll call. We in the building. It's about time, y'all. It's about time. Yeah, we see what it's like when these people try to cosplay our lineage. We see what it's like when they try to steal from us. But let's just say that ain't going on no more, family. We have found some receipts that ain't nobody gotten. You're going to get them exclusively right here on the Black Alpha Network. You're going to get them exclusively right here from us. And we are going to exclusively do some real regulating. And there ain't a damn thing they can do about it. What's good, y'all? Certified salute. It's on now. It's on. I'm glad I got the family in here. Happy Friday night. Told you we'd be back on Friday. We're going to come back on Tuesday, and we're just going to keep on coming. But we're going to put receipts on the table all the way across the board. So let's talk about the grandma scandal. This is the scandal that's popping up on Kamala Harris, you know, right before the election. You know what I'm saying? This is popping up on Kamala Harris, you know, right before they try to go cast votes and get the black vote for free. We've been the ones out here saying something ain't right. You know, things been off, family. That's one thing about us. We know who you are and we see you. And we know for the longest, y'all, she's been out here cosplaying our lineage, and she's been acting real funny style about her past. One thing about FBA is that we know a new face, we know an old face, and we know a face we never seen before. We know what our culture does, and we know what we don't do. So when you see a tether, no matter where they from, they can be from Punjabi, Bombay, like Kamala. They can be from Jamaica. They can be from Africa. They can be anywhere. But we know when you come around us and you're doing things that we don't do, then you simply are not one of ours. So from the very beginning, people have been seeing Kamala Harris, and it's cringe. It's cringe the way she acts like foundational Black Americans. It's cringe. Nobody buys it. Nobody buys that she's from the lineage, that she's from the culture. So originally, brothers and sisters said, let's go ahead and do some delineating. Her problem is she came around in the delineation era, all right? Go back to the Yes We Can era when it was people of color and minorities. It would have been good for her, like Barack Obama. This is the delineation era. This era, we're not letting nothing slide. Hell no. So the same way that we've been G-checking tethers, same way we've been G-checking fleers, is the same way we're going to G-check Kamala. And we're going to pull out some receipts that ain't nobody ready for, but we got them, we got them, we got them. You should never come around FBA trying to cosplay us, never come around FBA trying to act like you one of ours, never come around FBA trying to get in what we created. You better salute the lineage and wipe your feet at the door. That's the way we doing it, y'all. Y'all see, Kamala Harris came out, and she said that lady right there, the dark-skinned lady, was her grandmother. And a lot of people was looking at that real funny style, right? Everybody was running around here trying to figure out if this was true, if this was really, really real, what she was saying, because nobody can account for half of her lineage. Nobody. You talk about the Indian side, everybody can account for that. But once you start talking about this strange black side that can't nobody see, people had some questions. Then you start talking about her father that was running around and everybody was saying how that was her dad and everything was good. Yeah, people didn't buy that neither. So when people stop buying none of that, next thing you know, we're going to do what we do best. We're going to pull some damn paperwork. So we have been doing a whole lot of research on Kamala since day one. And what brothers and sisters have found is that she is not like us at all. You ain't got to talk about the collard greens in the bathtub. You ain't got to talk about the cringe dancing. You ain't got to talk about the 1/8 rule, 20 acres in a mule, or whatever else that she's saying don't add up. All you got to do is look at the paperwork. The paperwork don't lie. Look at this, family. This is what brothers and sisters have been doing. They have been pulling up the whole family tree. When we say we've been out here getting it in, y'all, we've been out here getting it in, pulling out the whole family tree. And what you start to notice is, family, is that all the black people that she says are in her lineage, nobody can account for them. I mean, you just can't find them. The grandma, you can't find her. All these other extra characters, you cannot find them. So now the only thing left is for us to do is to take it to the main stage. And that's exactly what we've been doing. We done took it to the main stage. We found out receipts on her family. We found out receipts on her associates. We found out receipts on her friends. And it all leads us back to the same thing that we've been saying since day one. When it comes to Kamala Harris, she ain't like us. Look at that right there, y'all. That right there is Kamala Harris's father. This man is the main one that nobody can account for. Have you ever seen such a mysterious person in the political world? Don't nobody know who this man is. Nobody knows who her father is. You can't account for this guy for nothing. You can't find out where he's from. You don't know nothing about his background. You mean to tell me that a father did not go to his daughter's inauguration when she was the first vice president in American history? Hell no. Look real funny in the light. You mean to tell me that the father didn't show up at the Democratic convention when his daughter was nominated to be the Democratic nominee for president? Family, we're not talking about city council or a principal for a school. We're talking about the president of the United States. Nobody can account for this Donald J. Harris. Nothing. Background checks. You don't see nothing. You go all the way back to Jamaica. You don't see nothing. Only thing that you ever come across with this guy is a bunch of skeptical articles that he wrote. A bunch of skeptical articles that Kamala wrote. What they really did, y'all, is that they found this man and they said, we are going to make sure that we keep him on ice until after the election. Because if it comes out that this man has no black in him, because remember, all of her credentials about blackness comes from his side. Again, you look at the Indian side, you see nothing but Indian. You look at her black side, you see white, Irish, Indian, Irish. You don't see no black. And everybody's been saying it. We are no longer letting anybody come into our community, and we're no longer letting somebody come around us and perpetrate us so they can sign laws to everybody else. What Kamala do? Remember, she came first off to the national world talking about Tupac, Snoop, talking about Converse, talking about Timberlands, and then she started writing laws for her real people. All these folks saying, well, it ain't about race. You damn sure it is. It's about lineage. That's what it is. It's our race and it's our lineage. You put them two together, you get FBA. Nobody can come around us and just ride that wave. Hell no, it's definitely about that. You know why it is? Because if it ain't about that to you and it ain't really about lineage, then guess what? It's about lineage to her, because when she uses your lineage to get in office, she's going to be writing policies for her real lineage. And by the paperwork in which we've seen, that is Indian, that is Irish, that goes back to Jamaica, and it has nothing to do with America. You ain't FBA at all. You ain't a freedman at all, and you damn sure ain't black. Remember, y'all, Kamala's the one who got in charge of the new Freedmen Bureau and she inserted Latinos. Who's next? Asians, people of color, everybody else. So damn right we regulating, and damn right we on game. We did some real research. Candace Owens has been doing some research on it, and she found some things out for her. But I'm going to tell you, this Black Alpha Network family, we represent certified Black society. On this episode right now, you're going to see some pictures. You're going to see some exclusive items. You're going to see some backgrounds, some names, some dates you ain't getting nowhere. Candace Owens does not have it. None of the Republicans have it. People doing research. This is going to be an exclusive episode. Get your phones ready. Get your screenshots ready. I want you all to take note of everything that we put out there before they swipe it off the internet. This is going to be a classic episode. When we do our research, we bring in the FBA flag, okay? Not conservative, none of that. We're not going on no damn conspiracy theories, none of that. This is about facts. We're not going down no tinfoil hats. This is about facts. Everything we're going to put on the table is facts that we have researched. Black Alpha Stamp, which means it's certified, and it's FBA, family. That's the way we do. Yes, indeed. Check this out, family. Kamala Harris, and we getting right goddamn to it. Kamala Harris's dad, Mr. Skeptical, Mr. Mystery Man, he's the guy who came out and he said that he's only got one sister. Yeah, he said he's got one sister. And he said that his mother is the black woman. Let's go there. Answer this for me. Does he look like that black lady? Because let's go there. The two people you can't account for, y'all, is Kamala Harris's father, nothing about him, even though he's still alive, and this black mysterious grandma. Nobody can account for this black mysterious grandma. You have no documentation on her. Nobody knows a thing. Only thing that he says is that his father was Oscar Harris, a W man, and this woman apparently was his grandma. Well, a lot of people have been saying, how can that be your grandma? Because when you say that, we came to find out that this woman actually passed away in the early 1960s. Now they're going back and they're saying, no, it wasn't really her. What you're going to see today, y'all, is they're running back to the internet, and you got all types of people doing damage control. That's why you got to have your phones ready. That's why you got to be ready to screenshot these things. They're running to the internet ever since we first started this real certified grassroots investigation. Let me say this. I was hip to this by one of my brothers in the chat. If you in the chat right now, when I posted her lineage about 2-3 months ago, I seen a brother in the chat. He was like, hey, Alpha, just to let you know, that ain't her real grandmother. And then the investigation started. It really came from us. Don't let the conservatives try to take it, y'all. This really came from us. So once you start looking at that lineage, you start looking at that heritage, everything is question mark, question mark, question mark. Who does Kamala Harris, to your eye, look like? The dark-skinned grandma, or what we're going to call the white grandma, okay? Her name is Vioris, Anita, Harris, McPherson, Cambridge. You see them, they all got 32 names. They all got question marks. But who to you does Kamala Harris really look like the most? It's a simple eye test. I tell people, if you trust your eyes, you don't fall for the Democrats. If you don't trust your eyes, then you will fall for the Democrats. Let me know who you really, really, really feel, family. Hindu P. Newton. I love that one. That's what it is. Because remember, y'all, these people got to cosplay us to get the black vote. Get the black vote means they get to give tangibles to people who go against black people. Let's keep it real. So when you start looking at her father, we did some real research right here on the Black Alpha Network. And he said, through all documentation, that he has one sister. He wrote a book that he has only one. No other brothers and sisters. Well, just off the press right now, family, who does that guy right there look like? Do they not look like their brothers, family? Do they not look like they're related, y'all? Let's go down the rabbit hole, the real rabbit hole, family. We did some research, and these pictures you're only going to get right here on the Black Alpha Network. Other people are doing their research. Much love and respect. That's a good thing, but guess what? We're doing ours. We found out that in his book, okay, like Confessions of a Jamaican Father or whatever the hell they call it, which, by the way, all of these books came out right previous to the actual first time Kamala Harris ran for office. So what they do in the political world, they come up with books, y'all, and they put them out as basically their indicator of how they really came up, how they came to. All right. It's like a biography basically saying, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. I want all the black folks to come vote for me. I'm black all day, every goddamn day. That's what they do. Well, we came across this, and what really blew our mind, family, is that this guy right here what we've seen is Kamala Harris's father's brother. Now, remember, he only acknowledged that he has one sister. He never acknowledged that he has anything more than that. Very, very interesting, right? We're going to go all the way down the line. Y'all rock with me. We here. Then on top of this, we find out the lady that he's hugging right there in that picture. That lady is Kamala Harris's cousin. So that gentleman there who looks just like, family, we ain't going to play no games today. We ain't going to play no games. Look at that. Kamala Harris's father. Don't tell me that ain't Kamala Harris's uncle. Don't tell me they not brothers, family. They are brothers, clear as day. And that lady right there, who we showed last week, she is Kamala Harris's cousin, right? Well, both of them, they actually are related to someone else. And let me show you that someone else. Y'all get your screenshot ready. We in the building, in the place. Who does that woman right there look like? Does she look like that woman right there? Does she, y'all? Do they even look somewhat similar? If you seen them and someone said, hey, they related, would you doubt it any? Would you say, no, I don't believe that now. No, I don't see it. No. Those individuals right there, clear as day, are related. How do you know that these individuals right there are related? It's because we did all types of comprehensive research in which I am about to show everyone as I'm building and leading up, that shows the whole goddamn world that Kamala Harris has been hiding a whole side of the family. You ever notice, you hear about her mom's side? No one ever hears about the Harrises, though. How come we don't ever hear about the Harris side of the family? The Harris side of the family is always absent. You don't see them. They're nowhere to be found. And I'm kind of questioning, why don't we see the Harris side of the family? I mean, they do kind of run on their blackety black, and they do run on that the Harris side is the side that we need to see. Well, we done found out that these individuals are all related right there, and you can see it clear as day. And we just getting started. We almost got 500 people in here. Certified salute to the whole family. If you in here right now, make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. We here. Oh, it's about to go deep. The white grandma, we got some pictures of her that nobody's shown. No. We're going to have some exclusive pictures of the white grandma that ain't nobody seen before, and we're going to put them all out so everybody can see them. Yeah, we rocking. We rocking all day long, y'all, all day long. These people that you see on the Harris side of the family, they're very absent. Like, they don't really get shown too often. But in order to understand all of that, you got to look at the family tree that they've given us, okay? This is the family tree that they've tried to tell us is the real one. If you see there, you see Donald J. Harris, which is Kamala Harris's father. They try to tell us that he's with the Beryl Finnegan. And family, on this episode, I'm going to show you by the research that we've done at the Black Alpha Network, we have no documentation whatsoever that a Iris Beryl Finnegan ever was on a plantation and was ever an owner of a plantation. Remember this, you guys. They don't just tell us that the older version, the old lady you seen in the picture that was holding Kamala, which all the stories and the time frames don't add up. They actually end up telling us, y'all, that this individual was an owner of a sugarcane plant. Now, I don't know about y'all, but how many black folks, dark as midnight, back in Jamaica were owners of sugarcane plants, okay? One thing you also see that's very, very skeptical, y'all, is they have all of these family members that they say were actual people who were married to all of these W's. They got a lot of stuff that goes on, y'all, that we can't account for again for the millionth time. You cannot account for some of these families and some of these statements that they say. Let me show you this right here. Look at this, y'all. This right here is Kamala Harris's father in his book, okay, that he was speaking of. After he made this book, a gentleman came out and he gave his own kind of connotation to it. They went back to where they're from and they did an actual study, a research about the family. And everybody, not just us, y'all, who have done researches about this family, everybody always comes back to and says, wait a minute, something ain't right. Why? Why ain't something right? It's because they can't account for the grandma neither. Look at this. He says right there. He says, when her dad came home from Titchfield School, where he went after leaving Park School, he frequently journeyed to, I think it's Enon Town and Inverness, to his maternal grandmother, Miss Iris, whose maiden name was Finnegan, who, along with her husband, Mr. Christie, owned a sugar plantation at Thatch Walk near Enon Town. One more time. That dark-skinned woman you see right there, they're trying to tell us that her mother owned a sugarcane plant in Jamaica. Family, this was back in the 1800s, is what they're trying to tell us. In the 1800s, that woman's family owned a sugarcane plant. Very, very skeptical. Very, very skeptical. Very, very strange. Furthermore, then they go on to say, family, on top of all of that, that the family that is related, the Harris side, they were slave owners. And a lot of brothers and sisters were saying, we think that that lady might have been, perhaps, one of the slaves. Perhaps that woman that they always show us, perhaps she was, somebody who worked on one of their plantations. Do you guys know that we found out, and I'm about to pull them all up, that our suspicions about her working on that plantation, y'all, our suspicions have come as close to confirmed as you can possibly do. We literally have all types of documentation and all types of evidence going on about that family, about where they came from, and how they ended up all together. And it's going to all tie in. No conspiracy, no tinfoil. They can put all that down. Just straight up facts, y'all. Straight up facts across the board. But I want to show y'all this before we proceed, before we get to that element right there. These people, and I'm talking about the Harris family, that everybody is very, very, very skeptical about. It all goes back to Donald Harris. They found documentation in terms of birth certificates on every single member of the family except for him. They found about the great-grandma, the great-great-grandma, birth certificates, every single thing that you can possibly imagine, they found all based on them. But how come no one's found anything based on this guy? How come the father cannot be seen, cannot be spotted? Basically, essentially, y'all, the man's a ghost. The man is a ghost. No one knows who he is. His stories don't add up. Nobody can confirm them. And we're really, really looking again to find out where it is. This, once again, y'all, is the picture that we showed of him. This right here, again, is the guy that looks way too goddamn close to him. I'm going to show you, as I'm pulling it up right now, I'm going to let everybody see that this family, all of these people are related. Remember, look at that right there. Look at him. Look at this lady right here. Look at Kamala. Ain't no coincidence that all of these people look very, very similar. But however, they're trying to tell us that none of these people have anything in common. They're trying to tell us that these people, they're also just one big coincidence. Now, how come Kamala's out here getting so angry about questions of her race and her identity? How come? How come you little shook up right now, Kamala? How come? Matter of fact, why we here right now? By the way, y'all make sure y'all follow me. Black Alpha Network. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's again show the interview just recently with Kamala getting a little mad about what's going on. You know, when she was talking about the, the 1/8 rule or whatever. It's so false. I can't even get it out, family. I can't even get it out. Let's look right here at Kamala getting upset, or shall I say, when she was talking about the 1/8 rule. Let's put this on the table.
If you want to start talking about,
you can see how angry she's getting and how she's kind of turning into something that she's trying to hide. She don't want to be this Kamala, but she's got to be this Kamala. Yes, indeed. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Race in America. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about the 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? You want, right. You want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are perceived to be and the impact that can have on the rest of your life. If you want to start talking about race in America. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about the 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? The 1/8 rule? You want, right. You want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are perceived to be and the impact.
Who you are perceived to be? What you mean who you are perceived to be? Either you are or you not. Simple as that. Tell us what it really is. Don't give us no word salad, Kamala. No. Who are you? Are you 1/8 rule? She's trying to one drop her way into our community. I want y'all to understand that. She's trying to one drop her way into the foundational Black American lineage. That's what she's trying to do. We got to keep that at bay, y'all, and understand this is how they try to play us. They say, well, the supremacists feel you the same way. Remember this one, 20 acres?
Is one of the many issues where we have seen incredible obstacles for Black families. We don't even need to go as far back as nobody got the 20 acres and a mule, 20 acres and a mule, 20 acres and a mule, 20 acres and a mule. Is one of the many issues where we have seen incredible obstacles for Black families. We don't even need to go as far back as nobody got the 20 acres and a mule, 20 acres and a mule, 20 acres and a mule, 20
acres and a mule. 20 acres and a mule. This is what she's trying to crowbar into foundational Black American culture. This is how she starts off and starts trying to tell us who we are, what we need to do, and what's going on. This is what's happening. And if you ever want to see a bigger sign of cosplaying, and if you ever want to see a greater sign of her trying to pander to the Black community, you don't have to look no further than right down here in Georgia. We had a massive hurricane all throughout the South, right? All throughout the South in Georgia, okay? North Carolina as well. All my brothers and sisters, Kamala Harris was out trying to fundraise. Yep, she was trying to fundraise her way up. And guess what she ended up doing, family? Soon as she got to Georgia, which was 2-3 days late, look what Kamala Harris found time to go do, y'all. Did she go make some photo ops, y'all? Did she go and take some pictures so everybody can see, look, I was down there. I was down there helping out the Blacks. That right there is the photos that you see from Kamala Harris. That right there is the photos that you see from her when it comes to what went on with the hurricane. The Democrats love taking these photos. The Democrats love taking these pictures. Why do they love taking these pictures, y'all? Because it allows them the opportunity to get the Black vote without having to earn the Black vote. You see the difference? You see the difference? This is what's been going on for the last few days. All right. Not to mention the collard greens. All right. Not to mention all of the other things that she's done, said that have nothing to do with foundational Black Americans, have nothing to do with what we created, have nothing to do with what we've accomplished. This is somebody who's been trying to crowbar herself into our lineage, heritage, and culture, and she will not stop until she does so. We are on top of this all the way across the board. Now, when you start speaking about pictures and strange things that have been occurring that ain't nobody really able, have been able to see or notice, you know how we say you go back and you don't really see or find anything about Kamala Harris's background, and then this mysterious picture came out about this grandma, the white grandma is what we're going to call her. Well, we did some research, family, about this white grandma, and as we did this research about the white grandma, lo and behold, look what we found, y'all. We found some pictures. And these pictures you're only going to get right here on the Black Author Network. Ain't nobody showed these yet. Look at this right here. The white grandma, boom, right there. Yeah, the white grandma shows up. Look at that, family. Lo and behold, the white grandma is right there taking the picture. But what makes that even more interesting is when you see that picture of the white grandma, the guy standing next to her is a guy named Brian. Brian is her son. But here's the kicker about all of that. This guy's last name as well is Harris. I thought that Kamala Harris and her side of the family didn't really have anybody. I thought it was all about her Indian side. When you look at the obituaries from the family, one of the things that you came across is they had people writing in saying, oh, we're so sorry for what occurred. Oh, we're so sorry for what happened. We're so sorry, yada, yada, yada. These were things that they were saying. Well, that is the guy that came out right there. Yes, that's her. She looks absolutely white, doesn't she? Doesn't she? She looks very, very white right there, don't she? Yeah, that's what. Oh, we got more pictures of her. Oh, what we see on the Black Alpha Network. But wait, there's more. We got more pictures of her. Oh, they coming, y'all. They coming. We building. We're going to work this all the way out, family, like a real investigation. On point, straight, consistent. We're not going to jump all over the place. When you read the obituaries for her, somebody brings up Brian. Somebody says, hey, Brian, hey, we feel so sorry for what happened to you. Boom, 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 boom. Well, there you go right there. But it shows you, and what everybody's kind of skeptical about right now, is that Brian, he ain't even supposed to exist. Because remember, Kamala Harris's father never was supposed to be even associated with these people because they say his father was married to the black slave woman Beryl that nobody can account for. Yes, this family is not even supposed to exist by no means. By no means necessary are they supposed to exist because they told us that Kamala Harris's father married Beryl and he never got married. Well, what we're seeing is not only did he get married, he got married to that W woman right there. That's the W woman. Family, let's not play these games. Absolutely. No black wombs involved. You don't see anything black with none of these folks, y'all. You don't see anything black with none of them. You can look, you can search, you can find, but everything that you find is going to be non-black. That is just what it is. That's the way it's been. And it's all about their family's track record. I'm going to get into that the father, his age is very skeptical. Nobody knows how old that father is. I'm leaving this up so you guys can take some screenshots, fam. I want y'all to take some screenshots of this because we got to see who's who, where they at, and where they're coming from with this. So nobody can really account for the father again. And these people aren't even supposed to exist. How you got a whole family that ain't even supposed to exist? I mean, damn, at least let them exist. And then we find out maybe the name is wrong or something. Family, the names are wrong. They're not even supposed to exist. Nobody's supposed to be there. And we're about to go through the whole Harris family. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. And what you're going to see is these people are all related to Kamala Harris. I mean, anybody saying that they're not related to Kamala is straight up and down lying, y'all. Straight up and down lying. There ain't no possible way these people are not related to Kamala Harris. You cannot find me anything of sort. So I want y'all to continue to take those pictures right there. We got more. I got a bunch of more pictures of her family, bunch of more pictures. And you're going to see that, as we say, these folks are no way, shape, or form, not her relatives. Either you got some distant folks who look way too much like you, or these folks look like you for a reason. And maybe that reason could be is that your grandfather married that white grandma and not the mysterious black woman we can't find. And then on top of that, they had a whole gang of family members. Let's show you guys some more people that just happen to look way too much like Kamala. Look at this right here. Look at these people, family. I want y'all to see these folks. Look at these folks. Look at that guy right there. If you really want to know who's related, and I hate to go there, look at that square forehead, family. The square forehead is what her father had. I'm just being real. Her father had that really wide forehead going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. And you can pretty much tell all of his offspring has that same forehead. This is what her father has. Let's go through it. Look at this right here. Oh, one more back. Wait a minute. By the way, that's Kamala cosplaying there as well. Again, this right here, I'm going to show you is one of the cousins. This is one of the cousins right here, family. All of them are related and all of them tie in. Yes, indeed. This guy right here, boom. This man looks strikingly similar to Kamala Harris's grandfather and that wide head that they got, just being 100. Let me show y'all the wide head, why I got y'all here. Here we go. Check this out. Y'all gonna make me, yeah, and the ears too. Yep, the ears too. Good point. Y'all gonna make me do the tether alert? I'm gonna have to do the tether alert because there's a whole lot of them. Look at that right there. Look at that right there, y'all. If you look at that, then you can see clearly that they have that same head. That's the same head that the damn Donald has. Look right here. Boom. It's the same one. Look at her father's head. Look at the grandpa's head. And now let me bring it back to the guy that we was just looking at. I want everybody to lock that in, okay? That big old square. Lock that in, because once you see that, then you automatically know these people is all related. Look at it there. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here, family? Look at it right there. That clearly goes to show you right then and there, family, what it is. You see it straight up and down. That man right there is clearly one of their cousins. Yes, he is. And not only that, we tie it all the way in to they're all hanging out, taking pictures together, having a great jolly old time. Yep. And then all the women look alike. All the men look alike. This is a family where the genetics is popping through the screen. The genetics is popping through the screen. Do not let nobody tell you these folks is not related. I'm going to actually give you guys a bigger picture of this guy. And then I'm going to put it side by side with the picture of the grandfather. Y'all tell me that these folks aren't the same. Okay, they may not be like us, but they like each other. Yeah, goddamn right they like each other. Very much like each other. Let me show you this that you can see. These people are so genetically the same. And once we get on to the roots of the family and where it comes from, then you'll actually see, man, oh man, they have been hiding so many things. Kamala right now knows that the black grassroots is completely on this case. I wouldn't be surprised, you guys, if they end up putting out a damn press release soon. Don't be surprised if a press release comes out and they're going to kind of talk about it. This is why Kamala's running around right now and she's saying how she wants to get rid of basically social media and she wants to stop things and shut it down. That's really why she's saying that. Same guy. Look at this picture right here. Same guy right here. Tell me this guy don't look just like Kamala Harris's grandfather. Tell me he don't look just like Kamala Harris's grandfather, family. Do they not look the same? Are they not all related? Is this not one big damn non-FBA, non-black family? And I'm asking the question for y'all. Have you still yet seen anything black? Have you seen a black person yet? Because I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see a black person. I mean, I'm still searching. I'm still searching. Can we find a black person somewhere? Can we get a half a black person? That's the $1 million question. The $1 million question is, can we find a black person in any of these photos? Because I can't find none. I can't find none. No. Yeah, look at that. Once again, family, get the screenshots going. Get the screenshots going. That right there is a cousin. That right there is a cousin. I'm going to show you guys even further that these people are all related. So we've already seen, just right now in 30 minutes, family, we've already seen those foreheads. Yep, them foreheads. Where you at? Let me catch that. Yep. Yes, indeed. You can't run. You can't run from them foreheads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're going to be real about it. We're not going to play no games. Those foreheads are far too wide to not all be related. And they all go back to who? They all go back to the grandfather who married the W grandma. The W grandma who just happens to look just like Kamala Harris. So when you go up and down the list, you see the same thing consistently. Consistently, you see the same thing. Nothing changed, but the numbers on the range, y'all. Nothing changed at all. Look at this, though, y'all. This is where we tie it all the way in. Go ahead and check that out, y'all. I'm going to pull up another picture. I want y'all to see this right here. If you're in here right now, make sure you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. Let me show y'all the final straw. This is where we're going to connect every single one of these people to Kamala Harris directly. Let's go there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right. Screenshots for days, family. Screenshots for days. DNA foreheads. You ain't lying, Damon. You ain't lying. That's the nose as well. Yeah. This is right here. Oh, this is family. We don't need nobody. New Black Media family. We don't need nobody's investigation. We do our own. We do our own investigation. That's how we get in. Check this out. I'm about to show you guys. Now we're going to do some real connecting over here. We're going to do some real connecting. We've been working, but I'm telling you right now, the show is just beginning, y'all. The show is just beginning. Here we go. Check this out. So we seen that lady, right? We seen her. She's the same one that a few weeks ago I put up the picture where she was saying, one love Kamala. Well, let me show y'all. I got a picture. Let me show y'all this before I go any further. I'm going to show y'all this before I go any further. Y'all got to see this right here. Kamala Harris's family, those are all her family members. All of them. All of them are the family members. And I'm going to show you how we know for a fact that those are the family members. I'm going to show you why. Because they've been out here loving some Kamala. Yes, they have. Look at this. Look at this. Remember that. Look at this, family. Here we go. It is on now. It is on. They in trouble. They in trouble. They know they done messed up. They know they done messed up. Check this out. Here we go. Look at that lady right there. Nicole Harris, right? You see Nicole Harris? What did she say right there? She posted something about what? Kamala's father's blueprint. You know why she did that, y'all? She did that because that is her uncle. Remember, though, according to Kamala Harris's father, Donald, he only has one sister. He doesn't have all these other brothers that we're clearly putting up that look just like him. I showed you the first brother, Errol, that I showed you. I'm going to show you the other brother named Christopher and Brian. We've discovered on the Black Alpha Network 3 different brothers, and we have exclusive pictures that nobody else in media has been putting up. Look at that right there. That shows you the lady Nicole. Now, let's go even further to this lady named Nicole, and let's talk about how do we know that that lady is related to Kamala, other than Harris and other than the foreheads and other than they non-black. We got even further than that, family. We got even further than that. Let's go. Check this out, family. Certified salute. Here we go, here we go, here we go. If you're in here right now, make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Everybody, share this video while we're here live right now. Make sure you share it out to everybody. Tell everybody to come on into the room. We got 700 people in here. We're rocking Friday night, putting the receipts on the table the FBA way because we don't play. There they go. Check this out, y'all. Here it is. Nicole Harris is this woman's name, right? Happy 83rd birthday to you, my daddy. You are the best daddy a girl could have. I love you so much and want you to have a beautiful day. Family, we said that that woman is Kamala Harris's cousin, right? Well, she's hugging up with this guy that looks like Kamala Harris's father's brother, which would mean that Kamala Harris's father is her uncle, and which would mean he is Kamala Harris's uncle. That woman, Nicole and Kamala, they are cousins because their fathers are brothers. But Kamala Harris's father says that he doesn't even have a brother. That's brother number 1 that we put on the table. We're about to go to brother number 2 and 3 in a second. But wait, there's more. Let's go. Same picture. Do not tell me that that man right there does not look just like Kamala Harris's father, Donald. That looks just like Kamala Harris's father, Donald, and you know it because they are brothers. You see the foreheads. They got the same forehead that their daddy got. They got the same non-FBA forehead their father got. Passed it down, checkmate. And you absolutely right. They definitely not us, and they definitely white. Let's go. So we're exposing a lot of things tonight, ain't we, family? We're exposing cousins that ain't supposed to exist, uncles that ain't supposed to exist, aunties ain't supposed to exist, grandmas ain't supposed to exist, no blackness, nowhere, don't exist. There's a whole lot of don't existences with Kamala Harris, ain't it? So we're seeing somebody who's cosplayed all day, every day, thought they was going to Barack Obama 2.0 us and found out that they done ran into the foundational Black American family tree. And we go way further than that, y'all. We go way further than that. Just like we about to go way further than just those pictures. Let's go even down more. Let's check it out. Let's see who's connected. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday, Uncle Earl. Interesting. Let's go even further down. Happy birthday. Oh, wait a minute. There's more comments. Let's see. I like seeing more comments, you know, kind of lets us know who's who, where's where, what's what. All right. As you go down and you start to see some of these happy birthdays, one of them kind of stands out to you more than the other ones. Look at this one. Andre Romero Harris. Non-black. Non-FBA. I thought this was supposed to be her black side. They're doing a bad job of showing us the black side. More happy birthday wishes. Happy birthday wishes. But then look at this, y'all. A very happy birthday, Uncle Earl. Who said that? Happy birthday, Uncle Earl. Let's find out who this individual is. Happy birthday, Uncle Earl. So this lady right here says that that's her uncle. Okay, more W's, right? W's. Wait a minute. Yo, that's the lady that we found looks just like Kamala. Wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there. That's your uncle too? So that's your uncle, and that's also Kamala Harris's uncle. And then that's the Nicole ladies father. So we see that the woman who looks way too damn much like Kamala Harris, I mean, she's even doing the damn Kamala scrunched up face. The whole, we make our collard greens in the bathtub with hot sauce while I'm listening to Tupac and Phife Dawg with my Converse and my Timberlands on. Ain't she doing the same thing, y'all? Come on now. This ain't real. Did they think they was going to cosplay us like easy? Did they think this was the Yes We Can era? I'm kind of trying to figure out, because I think that they believe that this was the Yes We Can era. You know, the era where you could just kind of cosplay and black folks be like, we all black now. It don't really matter what's the color is, as long as we loves one another. I think that's what they thought it was. They're having a very, 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 very hard time. So family, just by this right here, you see automatically that the father has a brother, and that brother looks just like Kamala Harris's dad, checkmate. Then he has a lady referring to him as Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl is somebody, and then this somebody, and then the other somebody, all look like Kamala Harris, and they all clearly look related. Oh, by the way, you know, all their last names are Harris, by the way, too. So it's not like we're sitting here talking about people whose names are, you know, Montgomery or Jackson or Smith or Jones. No. All bunch of Harrises, Harris left and right, all Harrises. So not only do they all look way too goddamn much alike, they also all share the same last name, which means they're all coming from the same lineage, which means none of them show any blackness at all. I still am searching for something black. If I don't see black, then you ain't one of us. How about that one? How about we move into that era? How about we move into the era of, if your ass ain't got one black family member, then you can't be black, all right? This main thing, like my boy said, he said, if everybody can be black, then ain't nobody black. And we're not having none of that, y'all. None of that. But I'm going to make it even more crazy for y'all, and I'm going to bring it all the way back in further, y'all. You seen that right there, all right? So we seen Nicole Harris. Her father is Earl Harris. She looks kind of like Kamala, and he looks just like Kamala's dad. Then you see that lady right there who looks just like Kamala, and then that woman calls Earl her uncle, which means Nicole, Kamala, and that lady right there, all are cousins, with Kamala's father and then Earl being brothers. But I thought Donald Harris wasn't supposed to have a brother. Guess that was more lies. And I got some more truth. Check this out right here as we go further. Y'all remember a couple years ago when the Queen of England passed and they was falling out on the streets and on the ground and they were so hurt and they just couldn't deal with it no more? Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that? Okay. Just to let you know, they not on no black time. They not on no certified time. They ain't got that real certified energy like we do. They don't represent what we represent. How do you know that? It's because Kamala Harris does not come from a lineage of standing on black business. This is what she comes from. This guy right here, Sherman Harris. Another Harris, family. Another Harris. Ain't that crazy? The Harrises are popping out every goddamn where. You just keep finding them, don't you? We know for a fact that this guy is Kamala Harris's cousin. How do we know that this is Kamala Harris's cousin? Because he actually did a news story with CNN. Yes, he did. And in the news story with CNN, he was talking about how much he loves him, his cousin. He was talking about how Kamala is the greatest. But look at this, though. Look at this, what we found. Family, you can't make this up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Freeze. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me run it back. Pull it back up. There they go. Check this out. We're going to show you that when they talk about standing on blackness and my Indian grandma's, grandma, she said that she was going to raise a black child. Remember, that's what Kamala said. She said that her mother was raising black children. Okay. Well, you look at these people and y'all, they ain't nothing black and they don't care about black, because what we seen right here with their family, there they go. Boom. Gotcha. Checkmate. Here it is. Look at this, y'all. Look who he was on there praising. This man threw a whole goddamn thing. This is Kamala Harris's cousin. This picture of Queen Elizabeth 11 was given to my father on one of her, he said my father on one of her trips to Jamaica. It still remains on the wall of my office to this very day. May her beautiful soul rest in perpetual light continues to shine on her. So wait a minute. This man right here says that Kamala Harris is his cousin because his father is Kamala Harris's brother. I don't know if that's Earl, the guy we seen that looks just like Kamala Harris's father, or that perhaps could be his other brothers that we have shown, in which we're going to continue to show. I'm not sure which one it is, but we are going to find out, y'all. We are going to find out. But the main fact of the matter is Kamala's Harris side, remember, this is the Harris side. Kamala's Harris side says that they were putting up posters of Queen Elizabeth. That's what they said. I thought that she grew up as a black person. I thought she grew up in the world proud to be black. I thought she said that her Indian mother, who identifies as a Caucasian woman, taught her that she was going to be black, and that's just what it was. These folks was out here literally praising the Queen of England. Foundational Black Americans weren't doing that. Foundational Black Americans, we was damn near celebrating. Hell yeah, we weren't doing none of that. This is the Harris side, and we ain't even got to the other side, which we bout to. Nah, the Harris side was out there celebrating the Queen of England passing. No wonder Kamala wants to keep that in wrap. No wonder she wants to hide that, because she know goddamn well you can't come out here and try to tell Black Americans that you one of us and your family is out here putting up pictures of the Queen of England. Notice what dude said too now. He said it was given to his father. So this is something that was a hand down. They handing this down. This is what they handed down, y'all. This is what they handing down. Oh, he was loving her. Oh, look, family. Look right here. Look, look, look. Debbie Harris. Debbie Harris. Look, what a treasure. Y'all want to go to Debbie Harris? Do we got to go to Debbie Harris? Another Harris? Another family member of theirs? Okay. So you got Sherman Harris, who's Kamala Harris's cousin, who's related to Nicole Harris, which is Kamala Harris's other cousin, who's related to the Angel Wings lady who looks just like Kamala, who called Nicole Harris's father her uncle. So they're all related to Kamala. And then you got this woman right here, Debbie Harris. And Debbie Harris says what? She says, what a treasure. And look at Debbie Harris. Look at her. Blonde hair. And she's another Harris who says she's a part of the family. You got Harris that aren't supposed to exist. And they all said, we love the Queen of England. You not like us. We got receipts today. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Y'all make sure y'all bang that subscribe button, smash it, share this video. We in here with real receipts. You ain't getting this from nobody. We ain't got to listen to nobody else's work. We got our own. This is the only foundational Black American grassroots new Black media investigation breakdown of the Grand Mall scandal. Yes, and we use our own information and we got our own receipts, and nobody has put up these many different faces and these many different pictures and tied it all in to Kamala Harris other than us. And I mean us because it's all of us, every one of y'all. But we ain't done. We don't hide. We don't run. We out here. We on one. You know, a party ain't a party if we don't come. Let's go. Not done. Confirmation for those who want to know who Sherman is. Remember Sherman? Mr. Sherman, who running around here talking about some Kamala Harris, that one, that's my cousin. Yep, let's look. Wait a minute. Look, that's the same Sherman guy. Didn't we just see you, Sherman? Weren't you just putting up a picture, Sherman, of the Queen of England? Didn't you say, Sherman, that it was given to your father on one of his trips to Jamaica? I can really confirm that that's what Sherman said, y'all. That's what he said. Let's see what Sherman says further. Let's see how he's related to Kamala. Let's go there. Yeah. This was a whole article they did about Sherman Harris speaking about his cousin. And look what Sherman says. Watch this, y'all. He says, I don't know. Is she Indian or Black is what Trump asked to a widely divided comment section. Check this out. Check this out. This was when, this is new. This is when Donald Trump came out and was like, is she Black or not? Which he got from us. Remember, All of this is coming from the grassroots. Harris is both. She's the daughter of an Indian-born mother, Kamala, and she's also Donald Harris, an 85-year-old retired Stanford economist who largely remained in the background of his daughter's public life. Family, that man, we done showed there's nobody black when it comes to Donald Harris. At all, no. No. There you go. St. Anne Parish. I want y'all to lock that in because we about to take a trip. Get your foundational Black American cards ready because we're going to take a trip right on over there to St. Anne Parish, and I'm going to show you without a shadow of a doubt that every single plantation owned in St. Anne Parish was owned by the Brown family, which is the Harris family, which means that story that the black grandma, she owned a sugarcane plant. She didn't own one. She might have been on one. She was on the one that was owned by Kamala Harris's father's side. We're going to take a trip to St. Anne Parish and let you know that every single plantation, I've got 7 of them, and all 7 plantations were owned by Kamala Harris's great-great-great-grandfather. So when you see the black grandma, they said that she was on a plantation and she owned one. She didn't own it. She worked on it. And we got the receipts to prove that. Yes, we do. Yes, the hell we do. We don't run. Check it out, though. Check it out. There goes Sherman. Ain't that Sherman? Ain't that Sherman that we just seen? There goes Sherman again. There goes Sherman. October surprise. You ain't never told no lie. Yes, indeed. There goes Sherman. That's the Sherman who said that his father gave him the picture of Queen Elizabeth. Kamala doesn't come from a background of Janet Jackson. She doesn't come from a background of Whitney Houston. No. She comes from a background of the Queen of England. And this is not according to what we say. This is according to her own family. The best thing you could ever do in the world, family, is G-check people using their own research and their own words. Check this out. Today, Sherman Harris, Donald Harris' first cousin, still lives on and works on the Harris land in an area known as Orange Hill for a citrus grove that once stood there. He said one of the dominant features is the Harris Quarry, started by Sherman Harris' late father, Newton. Y'all said Hindu P. Newton. Yeah. So his father, Newton. Okay. So if your father's Newton, he's the one who gave him that actual picture of the Queen of England. Right. Now it makes sense. And they say that Sherman runs it now. So while you're not sitting here talking about Kamala Harris, you're also there giving all types of different things, and boom. And family, we showed this before. This is it again right here. You get this on the Black Alpha Network, y'all. Check this out right here. Look, there go Kamala Harris right there, allegedly. Look at all of these non-Black American, these melanated folks. And then look at him. There go Oscar. There go that square forehead again. There's another square forehead right there. There's another one. There's another one. Damn. So when we had these suspicions about these square forehead, that's what it is right there. Checkmate. So wait a minute, though. Question is this. If Kamala Harris's father was living with his father, Oscar, the guy you see right there, then how come he acts like he doesn't know at all who the white grandma is? Wait a minute. You would know because you lived on the plantation, Orange Hill, with your father. Yeah. You live with your father. So remember now, Donald Harris, Kamala Harris's father, he pretends that he has no idea who that woman right there is. He said he doesn't know. He doesn't know. But remember, his father, square forehead, married her in 1952, which means that he was about 12, 13, living right here when they married. How you living there with her, but you don't know who she is? Nobody can account for her. Nah, that seems very, very funny, very, very skeptical, and straight up a flat out lie. Because that's what you got to do when you want the black vote. All right? That's what you got to do when you want the black vote. When you want the black vote, y'all, they just start lying. That's how they play the game. But we got more on Mr. Sherman. Mr. Sherman, we ain't done with you, homie. Mr. Sherman, there you go. Look at that. Melanated immigrants, family. Melanated. Remember that. But it's funny. Let me ask y'all this question. Let me ask y'all this real serious question. How come all of those people right there are melanated people? But yet when we went to all the different Harrises, none of them were nowhere near melanated. How'd that work out? Are those kids right there even related to her, y'all? That's the question I want to ask the family right now. Perhaps she's taking pictures next to people and she's trying to pass those people off as family members. Because it's just very, very, very funny that when you see all of these things back in Jamaica on a plantation, by the way, isn't it funny that all of the black people that you've seen with Kamala, every last one of them were black on plantations? Because they're not black on Facebook. They're not black in the family reunions. They're not black when we get to Florida and every single person named Harris looks like they're white. How come all the black people that you've ever seen in Kamala Harris's past were on the plantations that they just told us that they run? Ain't that something? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that suspicious? Yeah, damn right it is. Damn right it is. Proceed. Proceed. Check this out. Even more coming about. That was her with her father. Very skeptical. Where are you? Where you from? Where you from, homie? We still don't know nothing about her father. Remember, there's only 3 pictures floating around about her father. There's only about 3. You don't see none of them. He says, that's my cousin running. There you go, y'all. Right there. Kamala Harris's cousin. Well, if you're Kamala Harris's cousin, then that must be that you are the product of one of Kamala Harris's uncles that ain't supposed to exist, because her father said that he only has a sister. Very, very funny. But, you know, I also want to know this question. When was the last time you seen Kamala? When was the last time you seen her around, partner? Have you seen her in a while? Wait a minute. Look at this. Another individual. Another person that is not melanated. It's funny, when the pictures ain't on the plantation, it ain't melanated people. It looks like y'all got a bunch of melanated help on that plantation that y'all took a bunch of pictures with and y'all try to pass them off as family members. Because when you're sitting down at a room, at a party, when you're out and about, everybody gets very light. But when they're on the plantation, it's look at all the black folks. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't believe that. Look at that right there. See? Now all of a sudden you ain't on the plantation. Folks ain't too damn dark no more. No. You don't see anything out here that shows at all what they have been selling us. No, that's been a lot. We've been going full speed. Let's reset everything, y'all. This is how we do. G-check all the way across the board. Facts. Here we go. Let's reset, y'all. Woo, damn. 1 hour, family, and this is how we coming with it. We ain't playing up in here, y'all. We ain't playing. Ooh, if that ain't a lot of receipts, family, I don't even know what else is. But that is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. We're not nowhere near done when it comes to receipts. We got plenty more. Plenty more. These people right here, yes, absolutely. Those kids are the labor. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's what it is. Those are labor. Okay, all the pictures. So let's go there, family. Let's just go ahead and put all of our facts, because I told you this ain't no conspiracies. This ain't no Freemasons. This is about straight hard facts. Look at this. If all the black people that were in these pictures with her when they were children, notice that on that picture, they didn't say that those people had names. Let's go back again. Let me show y'all this right here. Let me show y'all the picture that we were just looking at with all of those kids. There's one thing that stands out. One thing that stands out very, very evidently clear. They only name a few of them. Look at this. Why would you do this? Look at this. One more back. One more back. Let's look. Look at that. They're not naming anybody in there. Everybody else is anonymous. Those are all anonymous people. You're not seeing any names for those other individuals. You're not seeing any other names with the other individuals. And if you see anybody, guarantee you those foreheads are individuals where I believe that Oscar Harris was doing what a lot of slave masters do. They was banging the slaves. That's what I believe. That's what I see. See, because Kamala Harris has a track record of finding people and taking pictures with black folks and passing those black folks off as her family members. That's one of the things that you'll see when it comes to Kamala Harris. She loves it. We know she does photo ops. That's why in the very beginning I showed you the photo op. She just came down here to Georgia, my home, after a hurricane that completely destroyed lives. And the first thing she did, y'all, was took a picture. That's all she did. She just came and took a little photo. Bing! Photo out. That's it. That's what Kamala does. So she knows how to do this. But all of the people that you start seeing later on, these people whiten up real quick. Real quick, you don't see nothing black no more. It's only black when they was on that plantation. That is it. That's the only time you see someone who's black. Everything other than that, y'all, is all the way W's. One thing we can say as we reset the room right now, one thing we can say for certain, family, is there have been no black people. No black people. This has been the biggest breakdown of Kamala Harris's family with names and dates and pictures and faces where you still haven't seen any black folks. You haven't seen none. You haven't seen not near black person out there. Everybody turns into W's real quick, right? Okay, we're not done with that though. Check this out, y'all. I got even more. I'm going to show you guys how they've been cosplaying to the maximum, right? But there's a lot of skeptical things, as we say, about Mr. Donald Harris. No one knows who he is. No one knows. Nobody knows about this family, man. Nobody knows this dude. We showed this right here last week. Another exclusive. Look at this right here. White grandma again. But let me ask you guys this question. Let's go there. I need y'all help on this one. Okay, because like I said, we're doing this all together. All together. This is just a foundational Black American Black Alpha Network investigation. All of us together, y'all. Let me ask you guys this. If that right there is the white grandma, right? That's the white grandma. That's what we're going to call her. That right there is Kamala Harris's father's mother. That right there is the woman that married Kamala Harris's grandfather. That right there is the woman that Kamala Harris acts like she doesn't know. She doesn't know at all. Very strange. And look right there. That right there is the Nicole Harris lady. The one who called the guy who looks just like Kamala's dad, her father. We already showed you this Nicole Harris, y'all. We already showed you Nicole Harris. So when you look at Nicole Harris, who has a father that looks just like Kamala Harris's father, and then you see her in a picture sitting right next to the white grandma, doesn't that confirm to you that the white grandma is Kamala's grandma? You share the same grandmother. Look at that right there. You're absolutely right. The dark-skinned kids don't have the Harris's forehead. Oh, good one. Ace, yay. Hold on. Let me put that up. Freeze. That comment was very good. Hold on, brother. I got you. There they go. Notice that a minute ago, family. Our brother made a good point. All the dark-skinned kids didn't have that big wide forehead. Nope. The dark-skinned kids did not have that forehead. That forehead was with all of the lighter complected ones. Good catch, y'all. That's why I say we got to have the whole family in this one. Oh, yeah, this is going to take the whole certified Black society. Yeah, good point. Good absolute point, y'all. Good one. Look at that, though. Isn't it very strange that the woman who is Kamala Harris's cousin, who has a father who looks just like Kamala Harris, isn't it strange that she's sitting there right next to the lady that we all know and we all see clear as day is the same exact individual that Kamala Harris acts like doesn't exist? Very strange maneuver in there, right? Okay, check this out. Now let me run it back. I'm going to bring all that back around. Check it out. Look at this again. Y'all. Same guy. Remember I showed you the picture of the guy Earl, which was the Nicole lady's father? Look at this guy. Look at the forehead. Family, don't tell me that dude right there is not Kamala Harris's father's brother. No, ain't no way. Look down in the corner at Kamala Harris's father, right there. Look at this guy. One more time, one more back. Are you serious? And that is the guy that Nicole referred to as her dad. And that person is in the same exact picture as who? As the white grandma that they pretend doesn't exist. That is another picture. And I got more pictures of this guy right here that we can pull out and we can show and the whole goddamn world can see it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's put another picture up. Let's go ahead and put a whole nother picture up so we can see who's who, where's where. You know how we say things get real strange and these folks turn very, very, very bright complected when they're not on the plantation? Once again, y'all, that right there is the individual. Come on. That right there. We have uncovered one of Kamala Harris's brothers. That's Kamala Harris's brother right there. Look at another picture of him. There you go. That's another picture of this guy. This guy's in a lot of pictures, and he's with everybody. Again, that lady in the back is Nicole Harris. The fact that her name is Nicole Harris shows you that this is clearly the brother of Kamala Harris's father, which makes this guy Kamala Harris's uncle, and which makes that all tie into the white grandma who is their mothers. Check it out, y'all. We here. Yes, indeed. You know how we talked about the white grandma? Well, here's another exclusive picture I'm about to put up for you guys. Right here on the Black Alpha Network. The white grandma that Kamala just acts like does not exist. That's the thing. It all goes back to these grandmothers. These grandmothers nobody can account for, right? These real strange things of these grandmas that nobody can seem to account for, don't know who they are, don't know where they're from. Look at this picture right here, you guys. I'm about to show you. Here's another picture in which we have uncovered here on the Black Alpha Network. Look at this picture again, white grandma. But then I want you to notice somebody who's in this picture. Boom. Look right there. Look at the lady right there, y'all. That is the white grandma, ain't it? Ain't that the white grandma right there? You see clear as day. That's white granny. This woman right there is with all of these others. That's the Harris side. But I want you to focus right now on the guy you see wearing the blue. Look at the guy you see wearing the blue. That guy right there, he is another brother of Kamala Harris's father. Yes. That guy is another one of Kamala Harris's family members. It's her brother. It's her father's brother. And we have unearthed, covered, discovered the fact that they are like that. Make sure you guys clearly screenshot these, y'all, because I'm telling you now, those pictures are not going to be up for long. No, they're going to get them pictures all out the paint, y'all. Ain't no way in hell they're going to keep them pictures around. They're going to get them gone. So again, we seen the Nicole lady taking the picture. And by the way, it's the same Nicole lady that put up the Kamala Harris and her. Remember, we showed you the Nicole lady put up a picture with Kamala Harris and her dad. It was a whole article that she put up. Remember that. But I want you guys to notice this. And this is how I'm about to tie this in to that being Kamala Harris's father's brother. I'm about to tie all of that in to let you know that this is clearly Kamala Harris's uncle right here. Look at that right there. You see, that's why he's with his mother. That's that. There you go. That's what you're supposed to do. He right there with his mom. The same way. It's just funny that you see all these people popping up next to grandma, but you still ain't seen Kamala in a picture with the grandma, and then you still ain't seen Kamala Harris's father in a picture with the grandma, even though that's his mother and her grandmother. Who would have the most reason not to take a picture with the grandma? Who would it be that be the ones that definitely do not want to take a picture with the grandmother? It would be Kamala. It would be Kamala, and it would be the father, because they have black votes to come out here and try to get. Let's be real. Let's keep it all the way thorough. So you see, clear as day, that guy in the blue shirt. Please focus on him, because we're about to show you as well. That guy is, once again, the brother of Kamala Harris's father. All right. So you have the guy Earl, who is Nicole's father. That individual is Kamala Harris's uncle. Then you have this guy, the one in the blue next to Kamala's grandma. This individual is also Kamala Harris's uncle. Right there. Look at it there, family. Brian Harris. Brian Harris. And I'm going to tell you why we know without a shadow of a doubt that that is Kamala Harris's uncle. Check that out. Other than, you see, the head is starting to pop too now. Remember, though, with every picture that we show and every statement that we make, remember, these people are not supposed to exist, you guys. Remember that. These people are not even supposed to exist. Where did these people even come from, right? Because these individuals are all a part of the Harris side of the family that Kamala just, we don't really know too much about the Harris side. They kind of just been around. We don't know who they are. Yeah. Looks like you know who they are very, very, very well. Look at that picture. That right there is Brian Harris. The reason why we know that Brian Harris is the actual cousin or uncle of Kamala Harris is because when Kamala Harris's grandmother, the white grandma, passed away, one of the things you seen was in one of the obituaries was people leaving a lot of notes. They were leaving a lot of, sorries to hear this. And what they kept saying was they kept saying Brian. They kept referring to Brian. They said, hey, Brian, we're so sorry to hear what happened to your mother, Brian. And I'm fixing to show you that. But remember, in Kamala Harris's father's book, he says that he only has a sister. That is the red herring in all of this, family. He claims that he only has a sister. That's it. He does not have anybody else. Family, we've already showed you two brothers. We've already showed you two brothers. If you're lying about your brother, but yet you got pictures of your brother, then come on. That right there is him. We'll go down. We'll check him out. Let's check this out. Here we go. This right here is Brian Harris. There you go. And he's on some real Democratic stuff right there. Yep. Look at that. More Harris's family. You go through these people's friends list. They all just Harris. That's all you see. That's all you see, family. Harris. That's it. Y'all, you want to? Let's play the game. Want to play the game? We'll play the game. You know what I'm saying? There goes Nicole Harper right there. There you go right there. There go Nicole Harris. Another Harris. Don't tell me these people ain't all related. There go another Harris. Michael Harris. Brandon Harris. These are all Harrises, y'all. These are all Harrises. Robin Harris. There goes another one. You think it's a coincidence that all these people share the names of Kamala? Look at that one. Stephen Harris. By the way, does that look like one of your foundational Black American brothers or sisters right there, y'all? I'm asking a friend. I'm asking a certified friend. Does that look like somebody who's of the lineage, like Kamala said? Because remember, Kamala told us that her Indian mom said that she gonna be a Black woman. Basically, Kamala Harris is saying that her Indian mother waved the goddamn wand and said, my kid's gonna be Black. That's what it is. Look, all the Harrises, y'all. All the Harrises. There you go. They say, I love you, Kamala. They put up pictures with Kamala. They look like Kamala. They look like Kamala's father. They look like Kamala's grandmother, her real one. Look at that. Another. Look at that. Another one. Right there. Another Harris. Wait a minute. If anybody was doubting it, if anybody didn't believe it, if anybody was skeptical, Brian Harris is friends on here with all the other 200 Harrises and with Sherman Harris. We've confirmed by his own words on a CNN article that Sherman Harris is Kamala Harris's cousin because his father is Kamala Harris's father's brother. Boom. So you mean to tell me the guy right there, Sherman, who confirmed that he's Kamala Harris's cousin, and then all these other Harrises are popping up left and right, none of these people are related to Kamala Harris? Then you got to start asking the question, why? Why don't we talk about it? What you hiding, Kamala? What you hiding beneath all those collard greens? Another Harris. Family, another Harris. Family, we can do this for days. We can do this for days. We can do this for weeks. We can do this for months. But check that out. That's the guy right there in the picture that was hugging the white grandma. That guy right there. You seen him. He was hugging the white grandma right then and there. Clear as day. You see it. How do we know that that individual right there is the white grandma's son? We know that clearly because of this right here. This right here shows you that that is the son. Check it out. Boom. Right there. This is what someone wrote in the condolence section of when Vioris, the white grandma, passed away. They say, Dear Brian, our deepest condolences on the death of your mother. A donation has been made to the Alzheimer's Foundation to honor her memory, your family in Texas. There you go. They said that they wrote an actual condolence to Brian Harris, and we just showed you Brian Harris, which confirms that he is the son of the white grandma. And we also seen him in a picture with his mother, the white grandma. What do they both have in common? They both are married and affiliated to the Harris family. He is by blood, and then his other mother is by relation, and they both gave birth to the whole Harris side. That shows you exactly what we're talking about. These people are all related, all of them related. So brothers and sisters, this is brother number 2. That's brother number 2. Yeah. Oh, no. Hey, we could go there. Last name Chin. You want to go down that hole? Hey, we'll go down that because we've been seeing some real funny things with this last name Chin. Yeah. Hold on. See, y'all going to get me started. We up in the building, in the place. Ballers gonna ball and them haters gonna hate. Yeah, your family. You see a whole lot of the last name Chin. Yeah, there's a lot of them that pop up in this timeline. And we were doing some research about some of these last name Chins that you just magically see everywhere. And what do you see with the last name Chin? The last name Chin, you end up seeing are cousins and relatives of the same family. Yes, they are. We can go, man, we'll go down that whole line, y'all. We'll go down that whole line. Let's check it out. We're going to pull up some of them. And it's a very easy search too, y'all. It's a very, very, very easy search. Yes, indeed. Before we go there, let me show you one more thing. I'm going to show you one more thing, because there's another brother that we want to go ahead and expose. You have the Brian right there. So we've exposed two brothers already, right? You have the brother that is Earl, the guy who is with Nicole's father, by all documentation. Notice what I've done, family. Notice every single person that I have put up that we believe is related to Kamala Harris's father, Donald J. Harris. I've put up evidentiary facts of the people acknowledging it. Remember, the girl said, "I love you, daddy." Then the other girl said, "I love you, uncle." Then them people said, "Brian and your mother." And then the other Sherman guy said, "I'm Kamala's cousin." Everything I've laid out ain't guessing or conjecture. It's them openly, publicly stating, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my uncle. Everything is laid out clear as day. And we're not done. Check this out. That right there was one brother. And then everybody started wondering about this guy named Chris. I'm going to tell you what Chris is, and I'm going to show you. When Kamala Harris's grandfather passed away, okay, the guy with, the square forehead, Oscar. Matter of fact, let me pull up his picture again, because I want to show everybody the visuals to what we're saying. So if you see the visuals, then you can really, really bring it all the way back home, because there's a lot of non-melanated people. There's a whole bunch of square foreheads, just a lot of non-FBA stuff going around. So let's go ahead and tighten it up so we know who's FBA and where it's really, really, really coming from. So what you come to see when Kamala Harris's grandfather passed away, when he passed away, there was a guy that ended up writing, they said who was present when he passed away. Check this out. Here we go. Let me show y'all. That right there, clear as day. That is Kamala Harris's, grandfather. I'm over here laughing. I'm getting texts, man. People are blowing me up right now. Yes, I'm cooking tonight, y'all. Yes, indeed, we are. We are in the building, y'all. Yes, indeed. But that right there is Kamala Harris's grandfather, right? When he passed away, when you see his death certificate, one of the things that stood out to everybody is who was present when he did pass away. And what people came to find out was when he passed away, there was a guy named Christopher. Yes, a guy named Christopher was there when he passed away. And Christopher stated that he was the son. That's what he said. He was like, "Hey, who are you in relation to?" And he said, "I am the son." Yeah. So that shows you again, that would be brother number 3. We've already showed Earl. We've already showed Brian. Now we're showing this next guy named Christopher. There's a whole lot of brothers for somebody who said he only has a sister. I mean, damn, that's all you got? That's all? You sure? You sure about that, Donald? Now, I understand no one knows any damn thing at all about Kamala Harris's father. Kamala Harris's father, essentially, y'all know it's getting close to Halloween, but this man a damn ghost. This man is a ghost, and it's clear as day. What do we do with FBA, y'all? Y'all know how we get down. When somebody ain't being truthful, when things don't add up, our radars go up, don't they? We start saying, well, hold up now. Why you ain't telling us the whole story then? Why you keeping it, at bay? Why you ain't really letting us know? There's something real funny when somebody ain't giving us the true story. FBA, we don't really deal with people like that. You're only going to come around us giving half information. What would happen if somebody came over to your house and then you sitting there talking to them and you ask them a question? So where do you live? Somewhere. All right. What's your mama name? Woman. Where you from? America. Soon as somebody starts talking like that to FBA, oh, it's a wrap. We're not rocking with you. It's over with. Ain't no way in hell you're going to be rocking with foundational Black Americans with that vague information. Essentially, that's what Kamala Harris has been doing this whole damn time, y'all. That's what she's been doing this whole time. She has been giving foundational Black Americans nothing. So same thing with her father. Nothing. They have not been giving us the real facts, the real stories, the real truth. Only thing they've been doing is being very, very vague and not letting us know who is who and what is what. That's all right, because we're going to figure it out on ourselves. So when you see the death certificate, it mentions a person named Christopher. Christopher said that he's the son of Oscar Harris, Kamala Harris's grandfather. Well, there's a picture of him that came on up, and I want y'all to notice, and I'm not even going to say nothing. What's the first feature on this individual that you see that confirms to you that he is the son of the guy I just showed you, Kamala Harris's grandfather? What's their defining characteristic to where we know all their asses is related? I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and work. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and please somebody tell me, what do you see that clearly shows you that this individual is related to Kamala Harris's father's side of the family? And I think I already know what it is, because it's popping out the damn screen and it's showing itself. It's showing itself all the way out. Yeah. That's the brother right there. That's the one who was on the death certificate, and he went by the name of Christopher. Yes. Uh-huh. That's him right there. That's brother number 3 right there. Uh-huh. Right there, you see it clear as day. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there, clear as day. You see it. Straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down. That's the brother. That's the guy who was at the deathbed of Kamala Harris's grandfather when he passed away. That's it right there, family. You see it clear as day. Boy, y'all ain't lying. Y'all ain't never told no lies. Y'all ain't never told no lies. Ain't never told no lies. Yes. And absolutely, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Y'all make sure while you in here, you subscribe to the channel. Much love, much love, much love. So you see already that that's the brother that was at the deathbed of her grandfather, and he signed the certificate. They were like, okay, who was present when you passed away? He was like, me. They said, who are you? He said, I'm Christopher Harris. He said, all right, cool. They said, all right, then move on. Then they said, checkmate. So there you go again. Another brother that just happened to pop up. They got a lot of brothers, but they ain't no brothers. Ain't that funny, y'all? Uh-huh. That's the thing about Donald Harris. I think that's what we're going to have to start saying, y'all, about Donald Harris. He got a whole lot of brothers, but he ain't no damn brother. That part. So you see, again, more and more evidence coming out. But wait, there's more. We've already did brother number 1, who ain't supposed to exist. We did brother number 2. He ain't supposed to exist. Now it's time that we go to brother number 3, y'all. Brother number 3 right here. There was also a brother that was mentioned, and his name was Michael Harris. Well, everybody was wondering, who the hell is Michael Harris? Who's Michael Harris? Where's this guy from? So everybody started looking, and they said, well, let's go find Michael Harris. And a lot of people couldn't find him. I did. Let me show you guys Michael Harris. Check this out right here, y'all. Michael Harris is another brother of all of these people. This would be another one of Kamala's uncles. Boy, you sure missed a lot of your uncles, Kamala. Sure a lot. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Harris looks like that dude. Yep. Look at this guy right here. Look at this one right here. That right there is Michael Harris. That is Kamala Harris's uncle. So you have Uncle Earl, you have Uncle Brian, you have Uncle Michael, you have Uncle Christopher. Every last one of them are Kamala Harris's uncles. There you go right there, y'all. This is it. They have so many of these people. And I'm going to show y'all something. I have another exclusive picture of the family. And what you're going to see in some of these pictures is these people are standing out left and right. You see them. They can't even hide it at this point. It's clear as day, clear as day, clear as day. Yeah, she favors her uncles. Yeah, she favors her uncles. Yep, yes, indeed. And you know what's funny, though, is that this individual right here, he's darker than Kamala, and he ain't black. So, I mean, damn, yeah, more foreheads and ears, you ain't lying. More foreheads and ears, you ain't lying. Oh, fam, we here all the way. Make sure y'all screenshot that, by the way. Make sure you screenshot that if you can. If you can. Yes, indeed. So check this out. Let me show y'all the next picture that we have. And this picture right here is another picture of some of the family out and about. And what do you see? What do you see in some of these pictures as we show? You're going to see more of this family, and you're going to see more that these folks ain't black. Who do you see right there? Look who you see, family. Look who you see. Over there on your far left, that right there is Uncle Earl again. There you go. Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl. Yes. Uh-huh. There you go. Uncle Earl. And if I'm not mistaken, in the back, that guy is, damn, that is one of the Harris brothers that you see when you go down the profile and you see all the Harris. That's one of the ones you see. On top of that, you see the Nicole Harris lady. That is Earl's right over here. That is Earl's daughter right there. And that's another one of the Harris you see. And that's the guy right there. That's her son right there. That's another Harris. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Uh-huh. You see it all the way across the board. These people up and down are all family. And family, somebody, where is, once again, somebody let me know something. Where is the blackness? Because on that plantation, they was black. They was black on the plantation, like you said, except for the ones, without the four or with the foreheads, you know what I'm saying? But look, you don't see black again. It's less and less and less. Crazy game, crazy game, crazy game. Check this out right here, y'all. The Harris hairline. You ain't lying. You ain't never told no lie. Check this out. Got another one. Here we go. Here's another one. I mean, I don't know how many more receipts we can put on the table. Check this out. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. More photos, more evidence. Look in the background right there, y'all. Look in the background. That guy looks just like Kamala Harris's father. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't think that that's the Earl guy. Y'all let me know something right now. Y'all work with me. Let me show y'all a picture of Earl. Let me show you a picture of Earl. Earl was the one that we had exposed that is clearly Kamala Harris's uncle. I need y'all to help me out. I need y'all to help me out. Please help me out with this one. Hold on. Let me pull up the other picture. Look at that guy in the background, right? Take a good look at that guy. I'm not sure if this guy in the background is even Earl. At first, I thought he was the Earl guy. But now I'm looking at him. I'm not even sure. He might be a whole nother guy. But again, look at the forehead, and he looks just like Donald Harris. This man looks just like Kamala Harris's father. They all look alike. Them jeans is popping left and right. So it's like, damn, come on. Yeah, great uncle maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, who's that? You right, my brother. Yeah, who's that? Yeah, Earl, you in here. Absolutely. This guy right here, I'm like, I don't think that's Earl. I couldn't account for the guy, but he looks just like Earl, and he looks just like Kamala Harris's father, who both look just like their father, Oscar Harris, Kamala Harris's grandfather that never married Beryl, the black woman. This is out of control, y'all. This is completely out of control. He looks just like Donald. You know what, sister? Where you at? Where my sister at? That right there. Right here. I appreciate you. That's my family right there. I love you, sister. Thank you. You know what? I thought that too. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm going to keep it all the way real. When I first saw that, that's a good point, family. When I first saw that, I was thinking, is that Donald? I don't know. Like, that one right there to me looks the most like it's Donald. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know. That one right there kind of got me like, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all. No. I was just searching. I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's see. But I just couldn't really tell if that was him or not. So that right there has got to go, you know what I'm saying, on the same bracket, I guess. We're going to have to put that in the same, we're going to have to put a bookmark in that one and see how that kind of turns out. Because, man, oh, man, this is getting even more interesting. I know everybody's been talking about this case. Everybody talking about it. But we are putting our stamp on this one, y'all. This is coming on over here to the certified side. This is ours. This is getting further more interesting. Speaking of getting more and more interesting, a lot of things that people been wondering is all about Donald Harris. Donald Harris is the mystery in all of this. Again, why do you not bring up your own daughter? Why does the daughter not bring up her own father? This is what's got everybody kind of looking at it funny style. This is what's got everybody in question right now. I've never seen somebody that's supposed to be doing what she's doing, but no relation to your father. No relation. So now we got to start talking about theories and why the father's gone. They're hiding all this. Is it because he is the key to the father, which is the key to no blackness? Remember, Judge Joe Brown said that he met Kamala Harris's father and he identifies as Irish and Indian. And also, the biggest point, Judge Joe Brown said that Kamala Harris's father kind of slipped up and said the only blackness we have is from the help on the plantation. Don't that go back to our theory that the black grandma Beryl is really just a slave on the plantation? That some of those pictures looked a little funny style? Judge Joe Brown said that. That's his words. That's what he said. He said that Kamala Harris's father said the only blackness we really got is from Beryl, who's on the plantation, which makes it look real funny style. So either Donald Harris is out here coming up with a whole bunch of funny style stuff, or they got to put him on ice. They got to put him on ice because we know that Kamala Harris's mother, no black. The only blackness that they can ever sell us when it comes to Kamala Harris is the black grandma. If we find out that the black grandma don't exist and that the white grandma does exist, then we found out that she ain't got no black. And it's kind of sad that we can only trace the blackness to one person. One person is who we're tracing this blackness to. But when you look at this one individual with this one blackness, that doesn't add up. But what doesn't add up the most is Donald Harris. And I'm going to be honest with everybody. I've been doing some real deep diving as well as a lot of people. I came across a genealogist actually. And this genealogist said they've never seen a family that is this hidden and skeptical. They've never come across a family that they cannot account for like these people. One of the things that we seen when it came to Kamala Harris's father, and the last thing we seen was this story that kind of came up, which had everybody wondering what the hell is going on. First off, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This right here came out about 3 or 4 years ago. And this is when Kamala Harris was cosplaying and she was talking about, I'm from Jamaica. We smoke. And her father came out and got mad at that. This was the last time you seen Donald Harris. You haven't seen him since. You didn't see him before. The man is a ghost. He's a mystery. You don't know who his mother is. You don't know who his father is other than Oscar Harris. But who's his supposed stepfather? That person is disappearing. He got 5 brothers that don't nobody know who they are. He said he got 1 sister. We find out. And I'm questioning if Donald Harris was really born in 1938. And I'm going to show you some receipts that his age is in question. Watch this right here. Fair use.
The Democrat side.
Oh, gosh, do you remember when Kamala Harris, she had that radio interview with Breakfast Club? It was released. We talked about it. She admitted that she smoked pot. When they asked her if she was pro legalizing marijuana, she said, "Of course I smoked marijuana. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me?" Well, her own father had a problem with that. But listen to what she said on the Breakfast Club.
They say you oppose legalizing weed.
That's not true.
I know.
and look, I joke about it, half joking. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me?
You ever smoked?
I have.
Okay.
And I inhale. I did inhale.
It's real hysterical for the former attorney general of that state to talk about doing something illegal, laughing about it, giggling about it, and trying to get some traction for it. Among the people that were upset by it, her dad, Donald Harris, from Jamaica, an economics professor at Stanford University, says this: "My dear departed grandmothers, as well as my deceased parents, must be turning in their grave right now to see their family's name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype of pot-smoking, joy-seeking, and in pursuit of identity politics." Man.
Freeze. Freeze, 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 freeze. Notice what he said. Listen one more time, y'all. Listen what he said. He said, "My dear departed grandmothers." My dear departed grandmothers. Could he have been talking about the white grandma, but didn't want to say it? Could he have been talking about Vioris, but didn't put his name on it? Who is the grandmothers that you're speaking about? Because I know for a fact you can't be talking about your great-great-grandma. Sounds like you're talking about the grandmother that you really, really had, but you ain't going all the way in, Donald, because he understands that he has to keep his orders at bay. But this was the last time he talked about Kamala. Problems on the home front.
Being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype of pot smoking, joy seeking, and a pursuit of identity politics. Man, what a blast at his daughter who wants to be the next president.
No kidding. He added, and he had sent this statement to Jamaica Global Online. He said, speaking for myself and my immediate Jamaican family, we wish to categorically disassociate ourselves from this travesty. The campaign.
Damn. Sounds like, and look at the W. Boy, look at that. He taking all types of joy in that, ain't he? Ain't he taking joy in that right there? Look at that. That man happy as hell. What's going on in these streets, y'all? What's going on? They put the daddy on ice. All right. They said, you go away, because let's be real, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. The Kamala Harris presidential campaign all relies on her father being quiet. He has to be a mystery. He has to be a mystery, because if he were to ever come out and show himself, we would find out that this man has no black. Yes. That part right there. So if you see that clear as day, and you see that, yes, he disgraced by Kamala, what it is that he is not wanting to play the I got to be quiet and not expose my blackness card. Kamala has to do so. So he said, you go that way, I go this way. That part right there. And she is a travesty, and he was right.
Had no comment as of yesterday. It should be pointed out that Kamala Harris's parents divorced when she was younger, and her mother raised her and her sister.
But her father still had a big part of her life, according to reports.
Today she'll be with Al Sharpton in New York.
Wait a minute. I got some more evidence on that, family. Oh, we got some more in store. Let's go down. Now, we done went through all the family members. We've exposed that there's all types of Harrises and ain't none of them black. That's the biggest key that you can take away from all this, family. The Harrises ain't black, straight up and down. You either have mysteries, no one knows who they are, and just people who just ain't black people. Point blank, bottom line, you see it. So once you start moving on from that, and you start really looking at their family, and you start looking at where they from, and you start looking at the way they operate, you start seeing even more strange things out there. Real strange things. A lot of people who real close to them that, once again, nobody can really, truly, genuinely, sincerely account for. Y'all remember when just a few minutes ago, we put up the Chin, right? Remember Chin? Remember that? Chin, we send you our biggest condolences from the Chin family. I said I was going to pull them up, y'all. Check this out. More people really closely associated and tied into the family. Look at this right here, y'all. We was talking about, remember the Chin family? Remember? Y'all remember the Chin family? Let's go there. The Chin family said we send our closest, dearest condolences. What we've seen is that the Chin family is very close-knitted to the Harris family. When you actually look at Vioris and her obituary, you've seen them not only writing her, but you've seen a lot of people that were designated as affiliates and relatives. Yeah, But when we start looking at the Chin family, it gets kind of deep, don't it? It get kind of deep. Wait a minute now. Wait. The Chin family, y'all seem very locked in with the Harris family. Y'all seem very closely affiliated with the Harrises left and right. This is what we're seeing even further. This is what we're seeing even more. This is what we're seeing clear as day. Clear as day, and they cannot make this go away. Ain't it funny how, y'all? Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Check this out. Check this out right now while we're here, y'all. Chin is the extended family. Absolutely. Asians. And what do we always say? But look over here, y'all. Look who wrote on Chin's page. Nicole Harris, the daughter of Earl Harris, who's the brother of Donald Harris, and they're both the sons of Oscar Harris, Kamala's grandpa, Kamala's father, Kamala's uncle, and this is Kamala's cousin. We see her in the picture with who? She's the connecting person. We seen her post the picture of Kamala Harris and Donald J. Harris. Then we see her in a picture with Vioris, the grandmother, the white grandma. Then we see her in a picture with Earl, who is her daddy. Then we seen her in a picture with this guy in Chin. It all goes back to the same family, to the same people over and over again. Damn, we on it. Family, we in the building. If you here right now, make sure that you smash the like button. If you here, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. Ain't it funny? All of these people keep popping up. All of these people keep showing up. And none of these people at all are giving us any true indication that, one, they're not on our level. They're not ever going to ever tell us that they're black. It's over with. The whole black thing is done. We're not running with that no more. But what we can definitely prove without a shadow of a doubt is that when you go down their list, you're absolutely correct. It's all extended family. It's all extended family left and right. These people are tight. They're thick as thieves. They all are related, and they're all on the same exact page. So you see again, we know who's who. We know what's what. The problem that they have is that they never expected us to figure this out. Well, guess what? We just did. As we proceed, even more evidence. What y'all got? Let me see what y'all saying right now. Yeah, absolute extended family. Absolutely. It's clear as day. That is clearly extended family. These folks are super tight. When you go down and you start looking at them all, I mean, like I said, their friends lists are just all together. Every last one of them. They just click tight all across the board. One big family, everybody in it. That's just what it is. So you see more. And all you see is all of them, you clear as day see that they're all Asians. So like I said, it all goes back to Donald Harris. This man is a mystery. No one knows nothing about this guy. Nothing. For somebody who was a professor in America, he worked at a prestigious university, you would really think that it would be more evidently clear who this guy is, who he is, where he come from, what he's up to. All of that would be like known, right? It's not with him. You can't see nothing about this dude. His birth certificate's not even out there. How you ain't got your birth certificate out there? How you ain't got your birth certificate out there, family, when you had to have one to even come to America? Yeah, you had to have one. Checkmate. We got 900 people in here on a Friday night, and we still going. And we got about 100 more receipts. Smash the like button, y'all. Let's keep this thing cooking all the way. So I want you to see right there. That's Donald Harris. Now we're going to shift our focus on him. Because when we start talking about this guy, now the story is going to take a bigger damn turn as if it hasn't already. Things that we know about this guy are, one, every book and memoir that he's ever wrote or written or whatever has been taken off the internet. They've been taken off the internet, y'all. Nobody knows about it. Nobody. He's got a lot of these, memoirs that have been taken off the net. Nobody has seen them. You see a bunch of funny things about this guy, but you do not recall anything of substance. They've been taken off the internet. I went and did some research, and I'm fixing to show y'all some pictures. Tell me, is this very suspicious, what I'm about to show y'all? I'm loading it up right now, I promise. Tell me right now, is this the most suspicious picture that you've ever seen? They try to tell us that they got documentation of Donald Harris when he was on a hockey team in Jamaica. That's all you see. That's all you see, man. This guy's like damn Lee Harvey Oswald or somebody. You don't see nothing at all about this guy. You just don't. I'm going to show you some pictures. When we did some research of him, you're only going to catch this right here on the Black Alpha Network. They're talking about him being on a hockey team in Jamaica. That's it. Let me show y'all. When you observe this man, you only see a couple pictures of him as a professor in California. You see his marriage article, and then nothing. 0 Dark 30. You don't see a goddamn thing after this guy. Nothing. You ain't seen him since Kamala has been, in the forefront, in the spotlight, but you don't see nothing about this guy. So we did some research, and we went back to, Jamaica, and they started talking about him being on a hockey team. But the pictures that we see of him on the hockey team clearly are not him. And I'm not lying. Look at these pictures, family. Look at these pictures. They are obviously trying to hide something they don't want nobody to see about Donald Harris. His background is very goddamn skeptical. Y'all check this out. This is a picture of Donald Harris when he was in high school. They say that he was on this hockey team. Let me tell y'all who they're saying is him. And I know for a fact, y'all not going to believe that this is ever him. This right here. This right here. Look at all these people. They're saying that this is his picture from his hockey team. Ain't no way in hell that is him at all. Let me show y'all. I got to show y'all the zoomed up picture. I zoomed in so y'all can see it. Ain't no way at all. Yeah, maybe a bobsled team. Can you believe we got a bobsled team? Facts. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Let me show y'all a zoomed up picture. I want the family to let me know. Y'all see Donald Harris right there. Let me get the banner off. Y'all see Donald Harris right there. Now, somebody tell me, is that him really? Is that him? Come on now, certified foundational Black Americans, y'all see me. Is that really him? This is who they said was Donald Harris on his hockey team back in high school. And mind you, no other pictures are present of this guy. Ain't no way that is him. You cannot at all convince none of us that that's that guy. None. They better find somebody else. They better tell that story walking, because we not going for that. We are not going for that by no means. Ain't no way. And they was like, this was a picture of him on his hockey team. This was him out there in hockey playing because he loves hockey. And what would we do without hockey? It was very, very like heavy trying to convince us. No, that's him now. No, I'm telling you, that's him. Don't know. Why would you look around? That's got to be him. Very, very trying to convince us this way. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Once again, not adding up at all. We are not buying it. Nobody's out there. Y'all make sure y'all screenshot that. I'll leave that up so y'all can check that one out. You know what I'm saying? Because receipts about to start rolling in. We got more receipts on this guy. They're about to start rolling in, y'all. Real talk. Another thing that kind of was very, very funny style is his age. This is one of the things that kind of came to my attention about 2 weeks ago when I kind of started studying this case. One of the things that came to me that kind of like threw me off was they talk about Donald Harris was born in 1938. How the hell do you know that he was born in 1938 when the man ain't even got a damn birth certificate? You ain't got a birth certificate. How the hell do we know how old you are? We don't know how old this man is. We don't know nothing about his background. Remember, his grandfather and his grandfather have birth certificates. He's the only one with no birth certificate at all. Very, very strange. So we started to look up some things, and we started to find out when you look at what his age is, some people tell, I think they say August 23rd, 1938. But when we started observing it, that official time only came out by Kamala Harris's book. Yeah, they got his official date of his birth based on Kamala Harris's book. She said, my father was born August 23rd, 1938. It might be 27th, 1938 though. She said it, and then now everybody run with it. There's no documentation really about this man's age previous to Kamala putting it in a book. How do you know? Kamala did an interview with Oprah back when she was first running for president the first time when she failed. And very strangely, Oprah said, according to Kamala's book, her father was born in 1938. Watch this. Look at this right here. According to the book. That'd be like somebody coming to me and saying, according to Alpha, his mom was born in this year. Not according to her birth certificate, not according to documentation, not according to records. According to Kamala's book, he was born in 38. Let's look at this right here. Even more strange things. Donald Harris was born in Jamaica and shared that with his daughters as they were growing up. According to Harris' 2019 autobiography, Donald was born in Jamaica in 1938. According to her biography, this is with Oprah. This was on Oprah's channel. Okay, this ain't some rinky-dink channel that said this now. No. This was according to Oprah's actual interview. And she always cites the age of him as 1938, according to Kamala. That is it. This is what we're seeing. The man's age is in super question. I'm sorry. If you ain't got no birth certificate, family, hold on. Let me see y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real now. What do we be saying about tethers? What do we say about tethers who come over here? Half of them ain't got a birth certificate. Don't we say that? We say half the tethers ain't even got a birth certificate. That's the first thing. Mr. Mutombo, RIP to the real Mutombo. But all the tether Mutombos, when they come over here, they don't know when they was born. They be like, I was born in somewhere between 70 and somewhere between 1905. They don't be knowing. These folks come over here with no form of documentation. And this man either is one of them, which means he damn sure don't know his lineage, or they got it and they put it on ice. That's what I'm believing, y'all. I'm believing that right there. That's the biggest sign of somebody. The biggest sign of somebody right there is they asses come over here and you cannot find at all any form of actual documentation when it comes to his birth certificate. Again, the missing link in everybody's studying of this case has been Donald Harris, and Donald Harris does not have a birth certificate at all. You can't find it. It does not exist. Let me show you something else that's very skeptical, y'all. Very, very skeptical. I'm going to show y'all this as well. Look at this right here. What strikes you as strange, family? What strikes you as very strange about this? I'm going to tell you. Donald J. Harris, born, look what's in circle, 1930s. All right, go home, everybody. No year, none of this, family. There's no year on this at all. It just says Donald Harris, born in the 1930s. It is not specific. It does not give a date. It says he was just born in the 30s. What year in the 30s? We don't know. So according to Oprah, she says, according to Kamala, according to her autobiography, that according to everyone else, it's 1938. And to this site right here, they say, well, we'll just say it was the 1930s. But when you start looking at other people in the family, everybody else has it clear as day. Everybody else you see off rip, the date and when they were born, including people older than him. You mean to tell me they do not have this man's actual birth date? We're just saying the 30s. I question when this man was born. I really genuinely, sincerely question when he was born, simply because the man ain't got a goddamn birth certificate. If you ain't got a birth certificate, don't come to me telling me how old you are at all. And also, it's not just that he's not telling us how old he is. On top of him not telling us that, we don't know your lineage. We don't know who your cousins are. You got a sister that disappeared. You got 5 brothers who popped up. Your damn daughter's running around here talking about collard greens in the bathtub. It ain't just the one lie. It's the 32 lies all stacked on top of each other, which further lets us doubt you, which further makes us pull out that FBA regulating card and gets to regulating. And then look at the bottom. Look at the bottom, y'all. Profile last modified August 4th, 2004. It was created the 22nd of February, 2019. 2019 is when Kamala Harris was trying to run for president. Doesn't the time frame kind of add up to when Kamala Harris put her daddy on ice? Doesn't it, y'all? It's funny that as soon as Kamala Harris popped up and as soon as she started talking about running for office, daddy disappeared. Swiped everything off the damn internet. Can't find it, can't see it, all disappeared. Ain't that funny? Ain't that real funny? They said it's been modified multiple damn times, y'all. Multiple times. And then it just literally got created then. Now, it's funny because what do they always tell us about Kamala Harris's father? They always tell us that Kamala Harris's dad was a distinguished professor. Kamala Harris's dad was so thorough. They basically try to make, let's be real, they try to make Kamala Harris's father like he was some type of civil rights hero. Let's be real. They try to make Kamala Harris's dad and Kamala Harris's mother like they were civil rights icons. That's what they've been teaching us. A civil rights icon professor? No one had his age documented until 2019? I thought this man been around for the longest. I thought this man been around for years. I thought that this man was an American hero, but ain't nobody got no documentation of this man. Nah, real funny style again. So it goes to show you even further, y'all. The receipts are not adding up on this guy. The receipts are not adding up. Nobody believes it. It's very, very strange, very, very skeptical. I mean, I'm going to show y'all a picture. If you look at the damn picture, he looks, somebody says he's a spy. The man looked like he went to the goddamn store, and I know it's Halloween. It looked like he went and bought him a goddamn secret agent mustache. Let me show y'all a picture. Real funny, though. Real funny style. Nobody knows. Okay, check this out. Even a clearer picture of this man, which is very skeptical. And by the way, if you look at his father's name and date and everything is up. Like I said, everybody around him, you can find out where they're from. You see it all. It's only him. It is only him that you cannot find. Family, there go that forehead again, by the way. There you go again. There you go again. That right there. They're like 3 or 4 pictures that you find of this guy. You don't find a lot of pictures with him, y'all. You don't find a lot of pictures. The only pictures that you really sincerely see is that one and the one where he's got his arm around Kamala. That's all you're going to find, y'all. You don't see nothing other than that. It's very strange, the lack of evidence that they have of this man. We know, as foundational Black Americans, we know when things are being swiped off the internet. We know it. We know when they're trying to take something away. We know when they're trying to get something out the paint. We know when they're trying to hide something. We just know it. It's just what it is, right? This is what you're seeing with him. You're seeing that this man has been swiped off the internet. He's a ghost, but the man's still alive. Do you guys know that Kamala Harris's father is remarried? Do y'all know he got another wifey right now? He got another wife right now. All that stuff about him being married to Kamala Harris's mom and his mom is some Black Jamaican lady and all this kind of stuff. Family, the man's married right now. He lives in Washington, D.C. He lives in Washington, D.C. Family, he can hop on a damn trolley and go see his daughter. The man is literally right down the street from his daughter. They don't communicate. Let's not get it tangled nor twisted nor messed up. The man is literally right down the street from his daughter. Don't ever go see her. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. We got 900 people in here. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you are. And if they unsubscribe you, make sure you subscribe again. We build it. Check this out. Remember I was telling you that they mess with his date and all that kind of stuff? That was him. That was him right there that you see. But ain't it funny? You see his father, though. Look at his father's stuff. Look at his father. Born the 5th of April, 1914 in Orange Hill, Brownstown District, Santa Ana Parish in Jamaica. Look how all the information they have for his dad, who is way older than him because that's his dad. Born in 1914, and they got names, dates, birth certificates, everything. But when it comes to the son, you can't find nothing. How come you can't find anything for the son? How come when it comes to him, it's just the 1930s? We don't know yet. If you don't get out of here with that one, that is completely a lie. That is completely an utter lie. And everybody with any form of sense knows that they are in full cap mode with that one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This now is where we're about to take this. I want y'all to see this. More funny style stuff from that family. This is what I want you to see. Now let's start talking about the grandma. Now we're about to get there, y'all. We've exposed all the cousins. We exposed all the Harrises. We talked about the extended family. We talked about the extended family, the immediate family. We showed exclusive pictures of the white grandma that's nowhere to be seen in the Black media. Now let's talk about this grandma that they've been trying to sell us on. Let's talk about how it's very, very, very strange, but we got some real documents that are going to prove that the Black grandmother that they tell us about was most likely a slave on the plantation, most likely somebody that nobody can account for ever being Donald Harris's mother. The main thing that most people believe and most people say is that that lady was the help. There's an article, and this article, by the way, family, is a family member, not even a family member. He's someone from Jamaica, from Santa Ana, okay, Jamaica. And he started talking about Kamala Harris in the family, and he says this that's very interesting. This is what I read earlier. He starts talking about everyone remembers the grandparents, Miss Barrow and Mr. Oscar. But during the summers, when her dad came home from Titchfield School, where he went after leaving Park School, he frequently journeyed into Anon. It's A-E-N-O-N. Okay, it's Anon. I'm going to call it Anon. Town, with Intervest to his maternal grandmother, Miss Iris. Now watch this. This is what they say about Miss Iris. They say that Miss Iris, whose maiden name was Finnegan, who along with her husband, Mr. Christie, owned a sugar plantation at Thatch Walk near Annan Town. Donald remembers her as being a tough farming woman. Older folk in Intervest describe her as a strong preacher, especially during World War II. I'm going to tell you where they messed up. I'm going to tell you where they messed up. First and foremost, y'all, this thing where a black, dark-skinned woman in the 1800s was owning a damn sugarcane plant in Jamaica, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. They can have that. They can take that. We ain't going for it, family. Now we're going to talk about how this really started. This really started with the grandma, and it's funny how it can simply start with the grandma, and then it can lead you all the way down to another story. Let's go there. You mean to tell me that a dark-complected black woman and her husband, who is a mulatto, by the way, they owned a sugarcane plant in Jamaica in the early 1900s, late 1800s? Family, they still had buck-breaking farms in Jamaica in the 1800s. Let me tell you, the funny thing about this family is they keep trying to tell us that slave masters married dark-skinned slaves. There's all these stories about these black people in high positions, but when you look at them, there ain't no black people, and they damn sure ain't in high positions. They talk about all these black people on the plantation, but when you look at all the people on Facebook, like now, like today, they ain't black, they're all light. They're all Asian, they're all Indian. No black people. You only see black people on the plantation. They try to tell us that Hamilton Brown was with a slave woman who was black, and he married her. They are the only people in the history of America that got a legacy of slave masters in faithful relationships with black people. Hell no. You ain't own no sugarcane plant back in Jamaica way back then, and you were the one actually controlling it. You may have been on a plantation, but your ass was not the person who was owning it. How do you know? Because what we about to do is we're about to go to St. Anne Parish. I told you we was going to go. And we're going to go to every single plantation in St. Anne Parish. Remember, let's pull this up. Let's go there. No. Let's get this fact. Let's get this, family. They said in Annan Town in Everson, and that is in St. Anne. That is in St. Anne, Jamaica, okay? The Annan Town and the A9, I think it's A9 Town, and Intervest, that is in Santa Ana, Jamaica. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go visit St. Anne, Jamaica, and we're going to show the list of every single plantation there. And what you do not find and what we have not found at the Black Alpha Network with comprehensive studies is we have not seen one plantation owned by no damn Finnegans. We ain't seen one plantation owned by anybody with Iris or Oris or any of that. Y'all want to go to work? Let's go to work, y'all. Check this out right here. Yeah, World War II was in the 1940s. Yeah, but here's the thing. They say that they own that plantation, and that you didn't buy it in World War II. That means that plantation was there. You know what I'm saying? These are Irish slave owners. Absolutely. These are Irish slave owners, and they had black people on the plantation. Bottom line. But let's go there. Let's go travel. Check this out right here. Here we go. Plantations, right there. List of plantations in Jamaica. There they go. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Remember, according to them, Iris owned a plantation. Matter of fact, let me put it up one more time. Let me put up the actual family tree. Let me put up the family tree one more time. That's the family tree that they show you right there. Right there. Look beyond that. You see Ora Allen Finnegan. All right? Ora Allen Finnegan. And they're saying that Ora Allen Finnegan owned a sugarcane plantation with her husband. Now, we're going to get to the fact that there ain't no way that her husband and her could have made somebody who was dark-skinned, because her husband, they say, was mulatto. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go to the list of the plantations, and we'll simply just go down there. Let's go. Here we go. St. James. Okay, let's go. We're going to go. We went through the whole list, and we're going to find each one. Let's go. Middlesex County. St. Anne. Right here, family. We're going to go do some real research, and we're going to travel to St. Anne. These are the plantations right there. Those are the plantations that you see that are in St. Anne Parish, which is where Inverse and Anontown is. So the place that they say that she owned the sugarcane plantation, what you're going to find out, y'all, is that every single one of these damn plantations are owned by the Brown family. Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You're going to find out. We're going to show everybody, and I want the whole goddamn world to understand it. This right here, and I'm about to pull it up one more time. Let me show y'all the absolute. Now, look at the family tree. That right there is your family tree, and we're about to go down the main list. That is the Aura lady right there. The Aura lady, you see her name. You see her right there. You see what they saying that she is. That's the family tree that they try to put out. That's the one that they try to put out. The one they're trying to let us see. That, well, that's the one that she owned this. And by the way, and again, that's the article saying that she owned the sugarcane plant. That's the one. I have serious doubts. And like I said, if you were lying about it, the best thing you would say is that, oh, no, she didn't work on the plantation. No. She didn't work on the plantation. She was just somebody who owned the plantation. That's a clever way of putting her on the plantation without putting her on the plantation. But we ain't done. Here we go. So you see right here, that is the story about the actual plantation. And I want you to see again for the whole goddamn world. Those are the plantations that they say. Those are the only plantations that we find in the St. Anne Parish. The only ones. But that's funny. And look at them right there, family. You have the Antrim, the Cardiff Hall, the Colston, Egypt, Grier Park, Minard. Let's look at them right now. Those are the ones they say. Those are the plantations. And guess what? Black Alpha Network Certified Black Society is found. Boom. Over, here we go. Checkmate. Over the period of 1815, 1843, Hamilton Brown was recorded as owning the following plantations. Grier Park, check. Antrim, check. Minard, check. Colston, check. He also leased a number of other plantations. Beverly, Little River, Retirement, Runway Bay, Unity Valley, and was also an attorney agent to several others, including Queen Haiti. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. There they is. There they go. These people right here are the ones that they're trying to tell us that she owned a sugarcane plant. But in reality, you see that that sugarcane plant was owned by Hamilton Brown. He owned it, then he sold it. He owned it, then he sold it. Let's go there, y'all. Let's go there. Black Alpha, I only been broadcasting for, I see the question in here. Yeah, I only been doing this for about 3 years, family. Only been going live for 1 year. That's it right there. So appreciate it. Yeah, boom, checkmate. There you go. Those are the plantations. We showed you the plantations that exist in Jamaica in the St. Anne Parish. They said that Aura Iris, apparently Kamala Harris's great-grandma, that she lived and owned a sugarcane plantation in Santa Ana, and I showed you the list of every plantation in Jamaica. I went to the county. I went to the exact same place, and what do you see? They were all owned by the Brown Harris family. If that does not prove to you that the Brown Harris family owned the Iris and Burrow ladies, then there's nothing else that can be proven, y'all. Ain't nothing else that can be proven. I've only been on for 2 hours, family. I see you. That part. That's it right there. That's it right there. They can't, they don't want no smoke. They don't want no sort of smoke, family. They don't want no sort of smoke at all. They know what time it is. We have literally, right here, all of us, y'all, we have literally put together the actual plantation owners of every single plantation there. And we have placed this Iris lady on every single one. That part. There ain't no way around it. There ain't no way they can bounce. This clear as day, y'all. Shows you. We all know Hamilton Brown. Hamilton Brown is Kamala Harris's great-grandfather. Yes, indeed. And he owned all of those plantations. What? Absolutely. Can I get that mic drop? I like that one right there. Hold on. Where we at? Where we at? Mic drop. Mic drop. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Friday night. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I got more. I got more. We're going to actually show you guys the one of those plantations is called the Egyptian plantation. So I was like, okay, well, because I'm fair. I'll keep it all the way real. I said, well, the Egyptian plantation, let's find out about that one. I want to see about the Egyptian plantation. And that plantation is actually in Santa Ana as well. So I was like, okay, well, let's find out the Egyptian plantation. We'll see what, we go from there. Well, the funniest thing is that when you start talking about the Egyptian plantation, which we're about to pull up, the Egyptian plantation is another plantation there, and you see it. But by the way, let me keep that up for the family. I want the family to, y'all go ahead and y'all screenshot that. Matter of fact, let me show y'all one more time. Let me flip it back. Let me flip this back, and I'm going to bring it back up. One more time for everybody in the audience. Check this out. Here we go. Right here. Boom. Family, it says literally, y'all, list of every plantations in Jamaica. Look at that. Look how long it is, family. They didn't miss nothing. Look at that. Cornwall County, Hanover, St. Elizabeth, St. James, Trillaway, Westmoreland, Middlesex County, Clarendon, Manchester, Metcalfe, St. Anne, St. Catherine, St. John, St. Mary, St. Thomas, in the Vale, Vere. Look at that. They go through all Kingston, Pierce. Where do we want to go? Portland, Port Royal, St. Andrew. Look at that. This is every single plantation in Jamaica. And they said that Ora Iris Allen, Kamala Harris's great-grandmother, she owned a sugarcane plantation in Middlesex County and in St. Anne Parish, and those are all of them right there. And then when we flip it on back and we pull it up, you see that the same damn parish that was owned by the Hamiltons, which is Kamala Harris's great-grandfather. Checkmate. That means that we have placed Ora Iris, the one that Kamala Harris's father said was his grandmother, the dark-skinned lady. We have placed the plantation that she lived on her. They should have never said that. And remember, let me get this clear. The article where the guy is talking about how Ora owned the slave plantation, that was not a Harris family member. That was someone who was a local. That was a local individual who probably is not hip to the script. And he had a little slip of the tongue in which he probably wasn't supposed to say. And therefore, they pulled that out and then they got it. Boom. That's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. We have Ora Iris Burrow on a plantation in Santa Ana by their own words. And then we see that every single plantation in Santa Ana was owned by Hamilton Brown family. You don't own 4 plantations and not the other 2. You don't own 2 and then not 3. He owned them all. And then y'all seen he owned them, he leased them, he sold them, he flipped them, he brought the bag back, flipped it again. Yep, this is Kamala Harris's people. So basically, the whole story about the black grandma is BS. It's BS. And we, by our own study, have placed Ora Iris Allen, Kamala Harris's alleged great-grandma, Donald Harris's grandma, Burrow, we placed all of them on a plantation owned by Kamala Harris's white side. Kamala Harris's white side of the family owned the plantation that they say Burrow and Ora lived at. Done. They don't want none. They don't want none, y'all. They don't want no problems at all. No problems at all. Just to bring it all the way back around. Here we go. Mr. Hamilton Brown right there. There go Mr. Hamilton Brown. That right there, that's Kamala Harris's folk. That's her people. That's the whole squidard. All the way live. Y'all know damn well that black woman ain't own no damn plantation. That black woman didn't own no damn sugarcane plantation back in the day. That's a damn lie, and they know it's a lie. Ain't no way. You cannot tell me that no dark-skinned woman was owning no damn plantation in Jamaica while they were still out there buck-breaking folks. Ain't no way. That is all cap. And we've exposed it. We've exposed it for what it truly is, We've exposed it for exactly what it's always been. They know they cannot run that game on us, family. They know they cannot run that game on us at all. And we got some real deep stories on this guy. All that stuff. And mind you, y'all, they try to make it look like this dude. I know, right? That head. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. We see where it come from. Man, they can't run from their people. They can't run from their damn people. No, they can't. No, they cannot run from their people. They can try, but ain't no way. Ain't no way they can run from their folks. Ain't no damn way. No. But you see it. You see it right there. And remember, fam, we got to be careful. We got to be careful because they was trying to kind of push like, oh, he was a good one and he didn't really do bad things. This is what they've been trying to do with Kamala for the longest, y'all. They've been trying to do that for the longest. And I got some receipts on this guy even further about this man actually out there advocating that he wanted to have a particular type of whip that he wanted to whip black people with. Why don't Kamala ever talk about this? And, I'm tired of hearing these stories where they're like, well, this right here is, a good history lesson in overcoming. Ain't nothing about overcoming when these is your slave folk. Ain't nothing about none of that. No, don't come at us with none of that energy. None of that energy at all. Oh, and by the way, y'all, I got some more receipts on Kamala Harris's people, and we're going to show more about her father. We speak about her father, again, real funny style stuff. I just happened to find, where he grew up at. We found where he grew up at, the plantation. And by the way, remember, this plantation was owned by Hamilton Brown. So he lived on the plantation. That guy right there, who is, I think, his great-great-grandfather, he lived on this plantation right here. Look at it. Welcome to Orange Hill, the entrance to the community where Senator Kamala Harris's father was raised. Orange Hill was a plantation that the Browns, they ran. That's their stuff. They passed it down. It's in Brownstown. We got to remember this. You're talking about Brownstown from Hamilton Brown, who is the direct slave owner descendant of Kamala Harris, and her father lived right there in that community. That community right there is where he lived. And they were trying to say that he would go and he would walk. Oh, by the way, I got more. I got so many goddamn receipts, y'all. Y'all want to see the area where he grew up? Let me actually show you the house. I'm going to show you the house where Kamala Harris's father grew up. And I'm going to show you the house. Now, remember this, family. His father married the white grandma in 1952, right? That means that he was about, if he was really born in 38, and that's skeptical, that means he was about 12, 13 years old. You mean to tell me that you lived in that community, in this house I'm about to show you, with your father and your grandmother, and we're really on your mother, but you want to tell me that you didn't really ever know her? You left her out of your book? Nah. That right there, family. Now look at this. Look at this right here. That's the community, right? That's the community. Well, this is the house and where he grew up. This is the house. Nobody has any evidence on this guy. This guy's a big-ass mystery. Well, check this mystery out. Check this out right here. That is the house where he lived with his white grandmother, okay, or with his white mother and his father. That is where he lived right there, y'all. That is it. And he knows it. Everyone knows it. Everyone sees it. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they come up with. That is clear as damn day. That is where he stayed at. That's his people. He lived in Brownstown. So basically, her father lived on the plantation, y'all. Her father lived on a plantation. That's where the father lived. He was a plantation child. He's a plantation child, but you got to understand, no wonder they want to put him on ice. That don't sound like black excellence to me. That does not sound like black excellence if she's running around here saying, well, my father, he lived on the plantation. He was probably screwing a slave of ours on the plantation. He was keeping them at the plantation. That's kind of how I grew up. She don't want to say that. Ain't no way in hell she gonna come out and say nothing like that. Ain't no way in hell she gonna ever come out and say that out loud. But that is it, and that is what you see from that family. Once again, here's another one too. Remember, just to go ahead and hammer it home all the way, y'all. Remember they told us that Aura, the old black woman, remember, they said that she lived where? They said that she lived in a non-town in a parish of St. Anne. And she owned a plantation in this area right here. And it says there, Anon Town is a parish of St. Anne. So when we show you the plantations and St. Anne are owned by Hamilton Brown. That even further places her on that plantation. That even further places her there. And there's been so many people who have been coming out saying that they have actually heard that this woman was just a slave who, after they were set free, didn't want to leave. And she said, I would just stay there. They said, I'll just stay there. I'll keep it there. And what I believe, and I'm going to bring it all the way home. I'm going to bring it all the way back. Check this out right there. So you see that right there. Anon Town is a plantation in the St. Anne Parish, right? In Middlesex County in Jamaica. We have shown that Aura, Iris, and Beryl, allegedly, Beryl, if she exists, if they're not the same person, they were on one of those plantations. The official story is that they were there as owners. And really, they were there as slaves. They really tried to run that game on us, but we didn't go for it. Check this out. Right there again. There she is. That is the grandma that they said was a sugarcane plantation owner. And we found out she was a sugarcane plantation worker. Big difference. You better go try. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the people of color might fall for that one. Foundational Black Americans are not. This episode right now is the most accurate, most thorough breakdown of the Kamala Harris grandma scandal, the Kamala Harris cosplaying scandal, the Kamala Harris get your ass out the paint scandal. And we have exposed every single family member all the way up to her great-great-grandpa, all the way down to all of these people that you just see popping up out of nowhere. These people that you see showing up, coming up, and talking about, well, we don't know yet. We know. We know very, very goddamn clear. Very clear. But I'm not even done with that, family. We actually went and found some of the dissertations from her father. And they're very, very strange. Very strange, family. We see that when you study her father's work, because they say that he was this, professor, whatever, what you come to find out is that that's not really true. That's not really true. And he did a lot of work that everyone is looking at real skeptical because he was doing work about, India. He wasn't talking about Black America. He's talking about India. Oh, and another thing. Let me show y'all this as well. Before I get up in all of these receipts. I got more receipts. I'm loading them up right now. So y'all can see. I've got about 20, 30 more receipts that y'all have to see that are going to blow your mind, y'all. Check this out. I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. We have found even more strange things. Oh, by the way, hold on. Here we go. Man, I got so many receipts for the fam. Check these out. Right here. All right. Now we rocking. Check this out, y'all. So when we start talking about Kamala Harris's father, Mr. Mystery Man, real strange things, right? Let me show you some really strange things that have popped up on my timeline about this guy. Look at this. This was an article written about him. And just to show y'all that the ages are all over the place, look at this. Look at this right here. This was an article and with him, and it says, all grown up now, Kamala is carving her way and herself to America. But I want y'all to notice this. This is a whole breakdown about his life. But look down here. He talks about his grandma. Remember, he's always talking about his grandma and Iris and all these different people. It says, correction, Miss Christie died at age 70, not 62, as previously reported. Miss Christie is supposedly his grandmother. And it's funny that in this report, they say that Miss Christie's age was falsely reported. It was falsely reported right there. You see it. It was falsely reported. So when we look at all these ages that are all over the place, what's up with every time you see him, you see some falsely reported age? Every time you see this guy, it's some falsely reported. We're not sure. In this article, he was talking about his grandmother, Miss Christie, who he wrote about. He said his two biggest influences were Mrs. Iris and Miss Christie. Miss Iris, we've confirmed, was a slave on his family's plantation. Now, Miss Christie, they're misreporting her age, saying Miss Christie died at the age of 70, not 62. Really? Really. So another funny thing with all the ages in your family. Look at that right there, y'all. Go back and look. Miss Christy Brown is his grandmother. And in an article with him, he's telling us that they messed the damn age up. From 62 to 70, oh, you messed that all the way up. You messed that completely up. Funny. Now look at this. Another funny mystery about Donald Harris Brown. Check this out. Donald Harris, the senator of Jamaica. Hold on. Whoa. One more time. Here we go. Donald Harris, the senator's Jamaican father, which has since been taken offline. This was his book. One more time. My roots go back within my lifetime to my paternal grandma, Miss Christie, who I just showed you. They said they misrepresented her age. They said she was 70, or she died at 70 and opposed to 62, according to him. And then you see even further down, he starts talking about Hamilton. Listen, Christy Brown, the descendant of Hamilton Brown, who is on record as a plantation slave owner. This right here is the biggest key, y'all. This is her father from his book. In his book, he referred to Christy Brown, which is his grandma. She is the descendant of Hamilton Brown and is on record as a plantation and slave owner. That's what he was. But they're saying here, my maternal grandma, Miss Iris Finnegan, who was a farmer and educator in a non-town in Inverness, ancestry unknown to me. Look at that right there. He just told you that the ancestry of the black grandma holding Kamala is unknown to him. Unknown. So he says that the black grandma, that is Miss Iris, her identity is unknown to him, but she was one of the biggest factors in his life. Really? Ain't it funny that none of the W people are unknown? The only W's that you see are all the W's on Facebook. Everybody knows. Back to back. Remember, the Sherman guy said, my dad gave me this picture of the queen and I got to love it. Look at this right here. He's saying that his grandma ancestry is unknown. Nah. And then on top of that, what makes it even more funny style, y'all, even makes it even worse, is that he's telling us that she worked on a farm. She was a farmer and educator from a non-town in Inverness, ancestry unknown. He put her on the plantation that we just confirmed is where his family owned. He's telling you his white side of the family had his grandma on his other side of the family working there. He just didn't think we'd put it together. He didn't think that we'd say, hold on, you said that your black maternal grandmother was in a non-town and she was working a farm and she was a plantation owner? Well, we did the research and showed that every plantation in a non-town was owned by your white side. They're telling you right here that the black woman who's holding Kamala Harris as a baby is not the grandma. She is the slave, because they say she was owning the plantation. And we've confirmed that there's no plantations with her name or her fake husband's name. All the plantations owned in that area came from Donald Harris's white side, meaning his white side of the family either owned the black side if somebody was hitting the slaves, or that grandma doesn't really exist and you used her name so you could sell us the other grandma. And on top of all of that, Donald Harris, the senator of Jamaica's father, this is his book, since been taken offline. Why? Look at that again, y'all. Since been taken offline. Ain't that something? So another funny thing that we see when it comes to this guy. Your book was taken offline. Really? That's his book. Those are all a part of his memoirs. All a part of his memoirs. All taken offline. All taken offline, y'all. Really? This is where we are? Okay. Not done. We don't hide. We don't run. Check this out. Here we go right here. Another one. And you absolutely right. A death certificate said that Miss Christie died in 1960. And it's funny because now they ran to the internet and they got this other another barrel that they're trying to say. There's like 30 barrels. There's like 40 irises. There's like 100 different times. But look at this right here. Again, Thatch Walk is a place in St. Anne, Jamaica. Thatch Walk is situated nearby the local industry plot. Check it out. Parish St. Anne, County, Middlesex, Country, Jamaica. Again, more evidence that these people were literally on that damn plantation. It's another one again. How you gonna tell us this grandma, and then we find out this grandma was on the damn plantation? Come on, don't tell us no damn grandma that was on the plantation, bruh. You're gonna have to do better than that, man. You're gonna have to do way better than that. It ain't working. It is not working for you. You got to try again. So look at that right there. It's showing you even further that these people's stories are not adding up. Not at all. It ain't even, at this point, is it even close, y'all? At this point, is it even close? It makes no sense. But let me show y'all another thing that I found out too. The grandma. Y'all know the grandma right there? Now let's get back to the grandma. We found out that this grandma right here, through doing some research, and mind you, family, this is the grandma that they do not want to show. This is the grandma that they've been hiding. They've been trying to keep her away. They said, don't y'all talk about this damn grandma at all. But guess what we found out about this grandma, y'all? And I'm going to show y'all what it is, what it do, man. We found out that the grandma was living in Florida, and she came, obviously, to America from Jamaica. And then we see that she was a registered Democrat. And on top of that, let's go. Hold on, wait a minute. This is, let me pull that back up. Let me pull that up. That's the white grandma right there. This is the grandma that they try to hide from us, okay? Let's make this clear. This is the grandma that they've been trying to hide. This is the woman who looks way too goddamn much like Kamala Harris. Way too much like Kamala Harris. The one they saying ain't Kamala Harris's grandmother. Okay? That's the one. What we've discovered is that Vior Annetta McPherson, Florida voter registration. She is affiliated with the Democratic Party. She is white, non-Hispanic female, registered to vote in Brevard County, Florida. I thought Kamala's grandma was a black woman, but it shows you that she is a white, non-Hispanic, Caribbean, white woman. And if that is your grandma Kamala the Cop Harris, we have proven that she, just like your mama, identifies as white before she passed away. We have found the facts, the truth, the evidence, and put them all on the table. She was a white registered Democrat. Where the blackness at? You ain't lying. You ain't lying. A white registered Democrat, where the blackness at? So we found out, without a shadow of a doubt, right here, clear as day, Kamala Harris, your grandma, was a white woman. She classified as white. And it says right there in her voter registration that we found right here on the Black Alpha Network. That part, checkmate, checkmate. This is how we do. And we put in the facts, and we put the facts on the table for the whole damn world to see. They don't want no problems, y'all. I've been saying they don't want no problems. I've been saying they know better, and they know better. This is just what it is. This is what it is. It's clear that woman is straight up and down in every which way, clear as day. She is Kamala Harris's grandma. Let's just be real. All of them look alike. She looks like the people who say that they're Kamala Harris's cousins. If you want to take it a step further, these people look like the people who are Kamala Harris's cousins. Come on, y'all. Come on, let's just be real. The people who say that, Kamala, we love you, all them folks, them people are clear as day Kamala Harris's relatives, and all of Kamala Harris's relatives look like her. When your look-alike looks like her, then you see already what you need to do. You need to come on out. You need to just go and tell the world that you was lying. You need to tell everybody, hey, I've really been lying this whole time. Come up with some excuse. You got about a month left. You better get it done fast because it's going down the hill. And everybody sees it. Everybody sees it, y'all. Everybody sees it, and it is clear. We watch it. We witness it. There's nothing that they can really possibly say at this point that's going to prove anything otherwise. That is Kamala Harris's grandmother. And we see that Kamala Harris's grandmother identified as a Democrat and who is a white woman. One more time for your mind. One more time for your mind. There you go. There you go. There you go. You see it. It clearly states that. It clearly states it. So when they come around us and they start talking about, Kamala Harris, now she is one of us. She is. No, she ain't. You better get that right. You better get that all the way right. You better get that all the way right, because what we're seeing is that no, Kamala Harris, it's clear as day, has been cosplaying Black Americans for the longest amount of time. It's clear as day that Kamala Harris has been acting like she one of us, but ain't nowhere near one of us. And her own receipts, remember, these are their receipts. Why I say it's their receipts, y'all? Because they're the ones who've been telling us. This is nothing that we've been making up. We've been putting the facts on the table and showing everybody, no. Y'all have made it this way. Y'all made it clear. This is what y'all been saying. And if y'all been saying it, it's got to be true. Y'all got to be speaking the facts. It's got to be true. And that's just what it is, because foundational Black Americans, all we do is we use your words against you. We use your statements against you. And we have made it crystal clear that no matter what they try to come up with, no matter what they try to say, the results will be proven. The facts will be placed on the table, and we will be the ones who expose them. And speaking of exposing, y'all, if all of those receipts have already hit heavy, check out this next receipt that I'm about to put on the table for y'all. There was an article about Kamala Harris being Irish. Yeah. And while they're doing this article about them being Irish, there's some other people from Ireland, and they did some background on Kamala Harris, and they proved that she is capping, she is lying, and her background doesn't add up. And some of the things that have been said definitely do not compute. So it's not just foundational Black Americans, it's everybody saying the same thing. Check this out right here, y'all. This is another one. This is another one right here. So there's an article about Kamala Harris and her Irish roots, right? So watch this. What we came to see was this. Donald Harris wrote, "My roots go back within my lifetime to my paternal grandma, Miss Chrissy, who we found out that he was lying about her age, saying she passed away at 70 and 62. She's flipping all over the place, okay? And my maternal grandma, Miss Iris, who we've placed on the plantation that his white side owned. The Harris name comes from my paternal grandfather, Joseph Alexander Harris, landowner, architectural producer, right? Well, when you start reading this article and he says all of those things, they look back on it and they were like, wait a minute, how can some of this be true? They said, ain't no way that this can be true, because we're finding out that even how he was saying different names, he would talk about Iris, but he would say things like when she was married, who she was married to, just a lot of things that didn't really add up, y'all. Didn't really add up. So I'm going to show you, it was a Dublin. It was based out of Dublin. The guy came out and he said, I have some serious questions about this story. He said the whole ancestor unknown to me is a guy named Jim McNiff. He's a Boston genealogist. I'm about to show y'all. So those are the words of Kamala Harris's father, right? And remind you, at this point, anything he's saying, it ain't really adding up. It's 9 times out of 10, all cap, right? Okay. Check this out. If that wasn't bad enough, look at this right here. His father, her father said that. And now we're seeing that not only was that a complete fabrication, which we had already proven, now we're seeing that beyond that being a fabrication, or AKA a lie, you're seeing this. Jim McNiff, a Boston-based genealogist and Irish Echo source, begged to differ in the former case. Not about the ancestry unknown part, but the nay. When they put that, because when he referred to Iris, he started calling her Aura Iris Allen, which was her name. And then he said he suggested that Miss Iris was born Aura Allen, and in January 1908 married Patrick A. Finnegan. the mixed race son of a man from Ireland of the same name. Family, check this out. If the receipts didn't already land, watch how these land right here. This is a genealogist who is breaking down the Irish source of what Kamala Harris's father said. He said it's kind of strange because the name Nay, like when you say that Nay, or when you're referring to a woman keeping her maiden name, he's saying right here there wasn't no Miss Iris. He's saying that it was Aura Allen. There was no Iris involved. So when Kamala Harris's father is talking about Iris was one of his influences, remember, they tell us that Iris was the old black woman holding Kamala. This genealogist from Ireland, he's saying, I beg to differ with the case because Aura was never born Iris. She is Aura Allen, and she was born in January 1908. And she was married to a mixed man. You mean to tell me, y'all, that a mixed man and a black woman made somebody as dark as that black grandma up there in the corner? And I don't want to hear about genetics is tricky. Genetics seems to get real tricky when it comes to them. Let's go there, family. You mean to tell me that a mixed man, let's go there, fam, that Aura lady, the old black woman who's holding Kamala, they tell us that she was married to a mixed man. And this man has been documented from Ireland. His name is Patrick A. Finnegan. Patrick A. Finnegan. He is a mixed race man. And his father was white. You mean to tell me that a man who is mixed had a baby with a black woman, and that black woman came out 3 shades darker than midnight? Really? Not even, family, at the slightest, you can give me someone who's a lighter complected person. You can give me Rihanna's color. This person came out, Beryl, that they say, came out dark as ever. And you mean to tell me that Beryl had a mixed grandparent? Or a parent, not even grandparent. She had a mixed parent? This does not add up. On top of the other 256 things that already don't add up about this family or about these people. Nothing seems to add up at all with any of them. Wait until I put this picture up on the board. Wait until I put this picture on the board. They can't say this is Black Americans, fam. They can't say this is us. Yes, absolutely. At best, you get Holly Berry. Absolutely. At best, I will give you Holly Berry. At best. Y'all know foundational Black Americans. We come in all different colors, okay? I always tell people about FBA. I say there's a difference between a light-skinned foundational Black American and a melanated immigrant, right? There's a big difference, right? Big, big difference. What we're seeing is that Kamala Harris's father, his mother, is that woman right there is what they're saying. Now, ain't that the woman that started all this? Because a lot of us don't believe the picture's true any damn way. A lot of us don't buy that picture. They tell us that dark-skinned woman holding Kamala Harris, hold on, no. Here we go. I got a screenshot. I got a split screen, y'all. I got a split screen. This is going to even bring it home better. This is going to encapsulate it. Check this out right here, y'all. We are dropping facts. We are exposing Kamala Harris's whole racial background. It is what it is. They ain't got to like it. They ain't got to love it, but they better respect it because they damn sure can't check it. Now I want to ask y'all a couple questions. Why I got y'all here. I got y'all here, right here. Okay. You mean to tell me that this woman right here had a baby with a mixed man and the baby came out this dark? Really? Because according to our studies and according to an Irish genealogist who ain't got nothing to do with the black media, he ain't got nothing to do with conservatives, he ain't got nothing to do with Candace Owens. Nope. He's got everything to do with Ireland. And he was reading Kamala Harris's father's book. And he was like, hold up. I need to see y'all face. This this Irish genealogist, he read Kamala Harris's father's book about Miss Iris in an unknown ancestry. And he was like, hold up, wait a minute. Whoa. All of my study shows that Iris was never Iris. Iris was born Aura Allen. There's no Iris in the picture. So whoever this Iris that you're referring to, it ain't her. And then he said, how can this black woman, this Aura Allen, the grandma holding Kamala, how can her, who is married to a mixed man of Irish descent, make a woman as dark as Beryl? Don't make no sense. This woman is completely dark, and she's with a mixed man, and they make someone who has no lightness in them. No way. And be honest with you, a lot of y'all think that that might be the same woman. A lot of people feel that this picture is absolutely 100% positively Photoshopped. And I'm just saying, I've seen people come out looking like their grandparents, or excuse me, like their parents. But family, look at the lips. You know, they both, look at they're both doing. They both had that lips together and scrunched up to the right. They both have both of those lines in the middle with the neck. They both have the same droops in the eyes. And if this is the case, and this comes back true, then that shows you absolutely something's going on. But let's go there. They tell us this woman right here is Iris Finnegan. The Irish genealogist said she is Aura Allen. How in the hell do you mix up Iris with Aura? How the hell do you have Finnegan not there and then there later? Then they tell us that this woman owned a sugarcane plant with her husband. We have shown that every single sugarcane plant in that area was owned by Kamala Harris's white side of the family, which would mean Donald Harris's white side of the family. There are no sugarcane plants in the St. Anna Parish of Jamaica owned by this woman and her husband. They are only owned by the Hamilton Browns family. And then the third thing that makes that even more messed up is that they're telling us this woman right here had a baby with a light-skinned guy, and she turned out to be this dark-skinned woman who doesn't have a lick of lightness in her. And then somehow this woman right here got with Kamala Harris's father, and they ended up having Kamala Harris's, or excuse me, this woman right here got with Kamala Harris's grandfather, and they ended up having Kamala Harris's dad. Look at those four. The grandma scandal shows you all of them right there, y'all. These people right there are the source of all of the lies. Those people right there are the source of all of the deception, y'all. You see it, you see it, you see it. Clear as day, clear as day, clear as day. Nobody is buying any of these stories. And it's funny, the very fact that people are onto this story, and Kamala Harris now starting to get kind of aggressive now, ain't she? She's saying that if you question her lineage, then you need to go ahead and have therapy. That's what she said. She said, y'all need to have some therapy. Y'all need to have some therapy because her lineage ain't to be questioned. She said all the things that we done talked about today, how dare you talk about them? How dare you talk about the fact that she said she got a grandma that can't nobody account for? And let's go there as well with this story too, family. Let's go there as well with this. The biggest factor in all of this, and I'm going to tell you something crazy. Those are the only two pictures of either one of those women. Those women, if they're two, cannot be accounted for. The only time you've ever seen these women right here are two pictures that came out in Kamala Harris's book. That's it. No one can account for these women. These women cannot be accounted for at all. These females right here cannot be accounted for at all. No one's ever seen them. No one has any documentation of them. None of their relatives have came out and spoke. Nobody said anything. The only word that we have is Kamala Harris's book. And it's also the only word that we have with how old Kamala Harris's father really is. Remember, I showed you. The book said Kamala Harris's dad, he was born in 1938, according to Kamala Harris's book. Very strange. Now, we've seen photographs, death certificates, nationalization from the immigration office for everybody on her white side of the family. We've seen voter registration. We've seen it all. But those two women cannot be accounted for. We've seen nationalization from the immigration office. We've seen voter registration. We've seen obituaries of everybody else. We've seen the ships that they came back in, and nobody has seen a picture of the two dark women. Isn't it funny? And doesn't it go back to prove what we've said? Every single black person in Kamala Harris's past cannot be accounted for. All of the light complected, all of the Indians, all of the Irish, all of the Asian people, you got all their profiles right there. That woman or women, you haven't seen any of her family members come out. You haven't seen any of her relatives speak up. Nobody. All you get is the word of Kamala Harris's book. And also, remember, the word of Kamala Harris's book is also the same place where you got to get the actual age of her father. A lot of people were running around saying the white grandma, she couldn't be Kamala Harris's father's mother because she was born in 1921, and he was born in 1938. Then we question, was he really born in 1938? Because we can't find any documentation showing that. Or maybe Kamala Harris's grandfather was out there doing things with some of the slaves who were young. Remember, they were on a plantation. Remember, these folks weren't nice. They were using these women, those two, as property. And y'all know what they was doing, especially out in Jamaica. They was out there using them folks as property. I believe there's a very strong case that Kamala Harris's grandfather, Oscar, literally did impregnate a young preteen to teen lady. And I believe that that lady ended up probably being the W grandma that Kamala Harris doesn't talk about and Donald Harris doesn't talk about. Now think about it. Donald Harris doesn't talk about the woman who married his father until his father passed. Donald Harris doesn't talk about the woman who he lived in her house with him since he was a teenager. How in the hell does Donald Harris not acknowledge the white grandma when he grew up with the white grandma? He talks about that black woman, but we can't confirm anything about her. And he even said ancestry unknown. You mean to tell me, y'all, that Donald Harris right there, he never acknowledges the woman who's at a diagonal to him, the white grandma. Donald Harris never acknowledges Miss Doubtfire. You mean to tell me that he never acknowledges his step grandma, if that's the truth? Because according to the official story in which we found out, because remember, if we didn't find out that Donald Harris's father married Viora, then they would have never mentioned it. But you mean to tell me he never brings up the woman that married his father, the woman whose house he grew up in, the woman whose every single relative looks just like him, the woman whose relatives call him uncle? You mean to say that he never acknowledges her? Or is it he hides her? See, there's a difference between not acknowledging and hiding from. Because they know that if it comes out that that is really his mother, which means that's really Kamala's grandma, the blackety black is finished. You can't blackety black nothing after that. And we've, on this episode, put out fact after fact after fact, about 1,000 receipts that undoubtedly show that Kamala Harris is hiding a whole family, that Kamala Harris has no blackness to be accounted for, and that Kamala Harris's father, the biggest question mark in America, is the man that is the flag amongst all of that. And none of them are on the right side, and none of them are on the black side. Never that. I got even more to show y'all. Even more while we here. Yeah, Donald Doubtfire. Donald Doubtfire. That's good as hell. Donald Doubtfire. Damn. Terrible. That part. And, some people feel that that picture was, not all the way there. Some people feel that picture was kind of strange. Well, you got a good reason on believing that. Look at that right there, y'all. Somebody explain to me why there's a gap in the hair. Somebody explain to me why when you look at that picture, clearly, not even like halfway, the hair is missing. And I'm not talking about thinning hair. You literally see a gap that you just cannot account for. Like, is that her hair, her head? I don't get it. I can't tell. That's real funny style that the woman that nobody can account for, you're looking at this woman and out of nowhere, the gap in her hair is boom, just missing. Can't see it, ain't there, gone. That's a real funny kind of strange thing right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people feel that that is even further evidence that these individuals have been out here, once again, cosplaying foundational Black Americans to the point where they crafted up a fake picture. They said, go find the blackety-blackest person that you can get. and we will say that that's Kamala Harris's grandma. That's really what this is about. Ain't this what it's really about, y'all? Ain't it really about that they cannot provide to us a significant black person? The only two black people in the story are Aura and Iris, or excuse me, and Beryl. No one knows who they are. No one can find not one relative. There ain't one relative that came out on behalf of the two black great grandma and grandma. The two grandmas, you can't find one relative. But when it comes to the white grandma, you see a whole family damn tree. Really? And the whole family tree just happens to look just like Kamala, which we've shown today. So not at all. Speaking of the grandma, let me tell y'all this. Remember how I told you the genealogist came out and he said, there ain't no Iris. Iris who? That Iris that he talks about, we always found out that she was born Aura Allen, not Iris Finnegan. So it sounds like stolen identity. Sounds like that Kamala Harris's grandfather probably impregnated a young woman. They hid the baby off and put it off on the black slave. That happened all the time. How many times would a slave master go do something to one of the slaves and the slave would blame another slave because they knew they couldn't blame the slave master? Same thing. This is slavery, family. This is all going back to that. Because remember, they come from a line of slave owners. They live in Brownstown, which was established by slave owners. So I believe that that's the case. And what we found out is that the black great-grandma that's holding Kamala, her name ain't Iris, it's Aura. But guess who else went by the name of Iris? I'm going to tell you. Remember, Kamala told us that her grandma's name was Aura Iris. She told us that her child's name was Beryl Iris. We come to find out the black women don't have Iris in their name. But guess who else used the name Iris? Yes, the white grandma did. The white grandma, one of her names was Iris. Viora Iris Anita McPherson Harris. Yes, they don't bring that up, but we gonna bring that up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So the Iris that Kamala Harris's father is referring to, it kind of comes across like he's trying to make you think he's talking about the black woman. But remember, the Irish genealogist said that black woman ain't had nothing to do with no damn Iris. Her name is Aura Allen. And then everybody found out that Viora, her name is also Iris, in which she went by. That was another one of her aliases. And when you look her name up, when you type in Viora McPherson Harris, a lot of times you see Iris, y'all. You see Iris right along with it. So it sounds like Kamala Harris's father was actually dealing with Iris, and that was really his mother. Yep. And when we find out that that was the mother, then what do you see after that? You see that clear as day, they are related. So the Iris that he's referring to, no way, shape, or form can be the black woman because her name is Aura. There's no documentation of the black grandma's name ever being Iris. So a lot of people been running around here chasing after the name Iris. But what we've come to find out is that Iris has never been the black grandma's name. Iris is only the name of the white grandmother. Yep. Checkmate again and again and again. You see what they don't want us to see, family, but we see through them. Yes, indeed. I'm going to show y'all right here, and I need y'all to really, really, really check this out. They tell us, across the board. And by the way, that picture right there is another exclusive picture that no one's put up so far. Only I have, you know what I'm saying? But we have, because we put it all together. This right here is going to show you how much that she actually was in the name Iris, okay? The Iris name, that is. So it's funny. Every time you turn around with Donald Harris, it's another name. It's a different place. It's just real funny. Here we go. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So that woman right there Vieira McPherson, because she ended up getting married again. Actually, I got the pictures of the man that, put it this way, I'm so thorough with it. I got the pictures of her second husband's first wife. But that's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother game. Check this out right here, y'all. You will see when you look at it, if it decides that it wants to load up. Hold on, let me load this up, family. Yep. Try again. There they go. Easy work. Easy work. The only iris that we can account for. The only iris. And it's funny, right? The only iris we can account for. The only people, think about it. The only people that we can account for that look like Kamala are all the white ones. The only people that we can account for with the name Iris are the white ones. The only people that we can account for that have the name Harris are the white ones, i.e. de facto, you ain't black. Check this out right here, y'all. This is confirmation that Iris was not named with the black woman. That was Aura Allen. This right here. Vioris Anita Cambridge Harris, October 7th, 1927, June 15th. Brief history. Birth, name, and change. According to her civil birth registration on the 7th of October, 1927, in Newell St. Elizabeth Parish, Jamaica, Vivian Cambridge Planter and his wife, Adina Cambridge, named their newborn baby girl, Iris Cambridge. Family, look at that. Vioris was born Iris. Vioris was born Iris. Kamala refers to her great-grandmother as Iris. Her father refers to his grandmother as Iris. The Irish genealogist said there ain't no black Iris. And Black Alpha Network and the whole foundational Black American family have confirmed the only Iris is Iris Cambridge, also known as Vioris Anita Cambridge Harris, Kamala Harris's grandmother. G-check across the board. If they really thought that they were going to pull something off on us and we was not going to see it, then they got a whole nother thing coming. We expose them, and we make it look easy in the process. It's a beautiful thing when you FBA, and you always shine when you're on certified time. And that's what we're doing today and forever. There have been a whole lot of issues, a whole lot of scandals, a whole lot of problems going on with the Kamala Harris administration right now. It is literally, y'all, code red. Code red across the board with Kamala Harris's administration. I'm going to tell you why. We have exposed the grandma scandal, that everybody who's white comes from her white side of the family because she doesn't have a black side. We've exposed that the names and the dates of her black grandparents don't exist, and nobody simply can account for the two black people. The black people can't account for them. The white people, you see them everywhere. Easy. We've exposed that the woman who looks just like Kamala Harris, who was Kamala Harris's grandfather's wife, is her grandmother, because all of her offspring look just like Kamala, and all of her offspring refer to Kamala as their relative. People try to say, no, it's her step. No, we stepped over that today, and we proved it ain't step when you identical to everybody, all right? It ain't step when these people look just like you and everybody in your family. When everybody that looks like when everybody that looks just like the white grandma looks just like Kamala Harris, then that means that the white grandma is Kamala Harris's family. Now, check this out. That's not the only one, family. Check this out. More scandals have been popping up in the world of Kamala Harris by way of her husband. Her husband, Doug. Let's talk about Doug for a minute since we're here. Do I got my certified family here? If y'all here, man, let's go. Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, forcibly slapped ex-girlfriend for flirting with another man. I heard he was black. In booze-filled assault after date star-studded gala. Yep. So what we're seeing now is Kamala Harris has the grandma scandal going on, and now we're seeing that Kamala Harris has the husband scandal going on. And one thing that nobody ever wanted to talk about is that Kamala Harris's husband, he actually had an affair with his ex-wife. He actually got the nanny pregnant. Yes, he did. He has also put his hands on a woman. Yep. And I thought that they were running around here trying to tell foundational Black Americans about abortion and about all these other things. What we have unearthed on the Black Alpha Network is another scandal. 2 for 1, y'all. Another exclusive right here. Kamala Harris's husband ended up getting a woman pregnant, and word on the street is that he paid hush money to keep the woman quiet. Yeah. To keep the woman quiet. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Doug got some skeletons in that Mayo closet that been popping out. Yep. He paid off a woman that he got pregnant, or excuse me, he paid off a woman after he hit her, not to mention the other woman that he impregnated. Yes, he did. A lot of people have been calling him out because it looks like Kamala Harris ended up getting with a guy who's doing the same exact thing that they say Donald Trump did. Yeah, it looks like she married a guy who did the same thing that they blamed Trump for, which makes everybody look at that real funny style. And nobody's really talking about it on the news, but now it's starting to come out even further that she looked like she got a Doug scandal. It looked like she got a Doug scandal on her hands, and they are trying to hide this, family, but it's all over social media. And I had to go on over to Mayo Twitter, and Mayo Twitter is having fits right now. I'm going to show you Mayo Twitter, and I want y'all to go ahead and tell me how you feel about this.
Stephen A. Smith. I'm doing for one reason. If the name were Trump instead of Emhoff.
By the way, before we proceed, fair use. This is about teaching, research, scholarship. Fair use. Proceed.
In this story, it would be all over the news right now. And yeah, Trump's running for president. All right, now, this story that I want to talk about with Bill O'Reilly and Stephen A. Smith, I'm doing for one reason. If the name were Trump instead of Emhoff in this story, it would be all over the news right now. And yeah, Trump's running for president and Emhoff is married to the woman who's running for president, but still. Daily Mail, echoed by the New York Post, has a story, and I know, Post, Daily Mail, but just listen. Doug Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband, accused of striking a woman he was on a date with at the Cannes Film Festival back in 2012. They say they have 3 friends of the woman who talked to them about this, that she had told them this afterwards. One is a male, at least one of them is a female.
Whoa, Doug, are you slapping Karen around, Doug? Are you slapping Karen around? Somebody got to answer to this. It looked like Doug is out here having her own little party and he's assaulting women. Kamala, is this who you married? You married this individual, Kamala? Come on now.
The guy says that she called him from the car with Doug, that maybe they had been drinking, and he didn't like how she talked to the valet to get to the front of the line. He smacked her. She smacked him back. That's basically the story. I have the reporter from the Daily Mail who broke it, Josh Boswell. Josh, thank you for joining me, Bill O'Reilly, and Stephen A. Smith. Now, Josh, what did you believe?
Damn. Sound like they got some receipts on old Doug, y'all. Hold up. Fair use. This is teaching, scholarship, research, and commentary. Fair use. Let's hear what the reporter says, because the results are coming back that Kamala Harris talks about Donald Trump being a womanizer, and she married to a guy that slapped a woman, impregnated a woman, paid hush money, and maybe even had an abortion.
Believe the right standard was here. How credible do you believe this story is?
I think it's very credible. Otherwise, we wouldn't have published it. You do not get, as you were just saying, very often people coming forward named. And the reason is they're worried about retaliation. These are very powerful people we're talking about. But what we have here is 3 friends all saying they were told the same thing, 2 of them contemporaneously. This woman, Jane, we're calling her, she called one of the friends immediately after the incident. That's what this friend told me. And that's backed up by the other 2. And it's not just that. We have documents as well. We have messages and a photograph, which evidence the relationship, evidence the trip happened. There's also footage from the event, which shows that she and Doug were there.
And you reached out
My
to
question
the
would-
woman who was supposedly a New York lawyer, and she did not deny it. She refused to comment. You reached out to the campaign. They didn't deny it. They refused to comment. Stephen A. Smith.
My question is, how long have you been working on this story? How soon or how recent was it that you received word of these allegations that are being leveled against the potential first man?
So I've been working on investigations into Doug Emhoff for a little while. I mean, you can see, so I work for the US website dailymail.com, and we published in August a story about Doug having an affair with his daughter's teacher, grade school teacher at the time, her nanny.
Damn, even that too, Doug?
So I've been investigating him for a while. This story I've also been working on for several weeks. So, this was a thorough investigation, something that I put a lot of work into.
If it were Trump or anyone related to him, it would be on every TV show that is on right now. And that's why I think in the interest of fairness, you should look at it.
I don't blame you for bringing up the story because in fairness to Donald Trump, which is not something you hear me or most people say all the time, it is absolutely true. If this were him, it would be all over the place. It would be printed. It would be publicized everywhere. We also have to take into account 2018 when then Senator Kamala Harris, obviously when the whole Brett Kavanaugh situation, not as far back as 2018, but when Brett Kavanaugh was obviously running for the Supreme Court, I think it was around that time actually. And I remember her wearing all black and saying she was wearing all black. And I wore black today in support of all survivors of sexual assault or abuse. And there was a hashtag, believe survivors, et cetera, et cetera. And so when you do something like that, it's going to be politicized. And if people believe you've politicized it, the second they get an opportunity to politicize something against you or unfavorable to you, they are going to pounce on that.
You are not going to hear anything from Me Too, Time's Up, or any of them at all. Nothing. But if it were a Republican or a conservative, they would be denying the person accused of due process because that's what they do.
Boom. That part. Okay. Well, damn, boy, y'all tearing Doug up. Look, hey, Doug kind of doing some P. Diddy. Did he have a P. Dougie party? Is that P. Dougie? Okay, I think that's what we're going to have to call it. That's P. Dougie. All right, everybody want to talk about Diddy. It looks like that's P. Dougie because it looked like he was running around having freak offs. Doug was having freak offs. So let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way real, y'all. Doug was having freak offs. That's what it is. Doug was having freak offs. He was slapping up Karen all over the damn place, and he was having freak offs, and he was impregnating Nanny. He was doing all types of stuff. I mean, I don't have no type of thing of Diddy ever impregnating no nannies. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He slapped up Cassie. He slapped up Karen and Cassie, Diddy and Dougie. That was P. Dougie. That's what it is, family. Dougie been out here acting goddamn crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, but they bringing it up, and a lot of it's coming up now. Yeah, P. Dougie. P. Dougie. They're going to teach him how to Dougie. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. Look at this. A lot of it has been coming up. They've been trying to hide it. This is why Kamala's looking so stressed out lately, y'all. This is why she's looking so stressed out. She got to answer some of these. Look at that right there, y'all. Doug Emhoff's first marriage ended after an affair with the nanny resulted in a pregnancy. He got her pregnant. It ain't too good in the hood now. No. That's number one. Let me show y'all number two. It gets even worse. Oh, they on this. Family, they mad about this one right here. Now watch how it gets crazy. Watch how it get real crazy, y'all. Look at this. The claims were revealed to the Daily Mail by a friend with knowledge of the affair and subsequent pregnancy. According to the friend, Naylor did not keep the baby. However, her social media shows a baby girl called Brooke in 2009, the year the child would have been born. Family, let me tell you who Naylor is. That is the woman that he got pregnant. That's the nanny. Yes, that's the nanny who he got pregnant. And a lot of people now, y'all, they're out here and they're wondering, did he get an abortion? They said right there, they didn't keep the baby. That's what they said. They said they did not keep the baby. So are you meaning to tell me that the nanny that P. Dougie had a child with, they didn't end up keeping the child, they had an abortion, but Kamala Harris goes on a world tour to tell black folks that they need to abort the baby? She says reproductive rights is the number one issue in America, but her husband, the abusive P. Dougie, he is the one who actually had his child aborted? Yeah, you ain't lying, Patricia. Real quiet, real hush-hush right now. Real quiet and real hush-hush with Kamala. Every time you see Kamala, she looks like she done aged like 10 years every time you see her. Trust me, y'all. The grandma scandal got her. The P. Dougie got her wilding right now. They don't know what to do. So, you know me, being Black Alpha Network every day, all day, I went and did a little research on this situation, and I wanted to go find this individual. Let's go see if we can find the nanny. Let's go see if we can find the nanny, because let me tell you something. It's bad on both sides. Either, family, it's either this. Either he done slapped the woman, one, or he done messed around and got the nanny pregnant, and the nanny either aborted the baby, or Doug has a secret child that he's not talking about. Damn. I think we're going to have to make this the P. Dougie scandal. We done already exposed, highlighted, and destroyed the Kamala Harris campaign with the cosplaying and the grandma scandal. I think our next investigative journalism is going to have to be the P. Dougie scandal. What you're looking at right there, y'all, is the nanny that Doug ended up getting pregnant. They did an interview with the nanny, and guess what they found out? This nanny, she lives in the Hamptons, but she was a nanny before then. Almost as if Doug took some of that damn money, that Kamala money, paid this woman off, and got her living the good life in the Hamptons. That's what it comes across as, y'all. They found her and did an interview. And then when they talked about her in the interview, one of the things that came up, they said, well, did you keep the baby? Because it would look very, very hypocritical if Kamala is running around here telling everybody to abort their child, but at the same damn time, she has a husband who aborted his kid. So people really want to find that out. What's the real deal? And the way I look at it, it's terrible either way. Because either you aborted your child, which is a direct contradiction from Kamala Harris's family, or her policies, or you've been running around here with a secret child that can't nobody find. Nobody can see, nobody knows. So either way, it's bad, very bad. I mean, when I say nobody can find, I mean everybody other than me. Because guess what, y'all? I ended up finding a picture of the nanny, and this was right after all of this occurred. And what we end up seeing in this picture is that the nanny does have a baby. Now, we don't know if this is Doug's baby or this is someone else's baby. But that's the nanny right there, bust down Becky. Broke down Becky. That right there is her. And she has a child right there. And she has been completely hush-hush, and she went away. She went away. Nobody can find her. Ain't nobody seen her. That is it. You know when they find you the photo where you ain't even looking? That's a hop-out picture, right? Ain't that somebody just jumped out, bing, caught the picture and left? That means this woman, I believe, has been paid off. This woman has been paid off. They paid her good. They said, hey, we going to pay you, and you disappeared. That's it. So it looks like she either aborted the child, which ain't no good for Kamala, or, as we say, she ended up just basically having a child, and Doug has a hidden kid running around here. So Kamala Harris, her actual husband, has a child that don't nobody see, can't nobody find. This is another scandal. So you got the race scandal on top of the Dougie scandal. Things is getting real serious out here in these damn streets for the Kamala Harris campaign. Oh, they can't handle it. They can't handle it at all. They don't know what to do. They don't want to talk about it. But guess what? They're going to have to. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. Because if they want to run from it, we're going to walk them down and we're going to completely expose them. So, yeah, there's a chance that that kid in that stroll or in that little bin or whatever, there's a chance that that child is technically Kamala Harris's. What would that be, y'all? Y'all help me out. Would that be Kamala Harris's stepkid, right? Wouldn't it? Yeah. If that's Doug's kid, then yeah, okay. So yeah, Doug was married before. He cheated on his wife with that woman. They had that baby right there. So that means that that child right there would be Kamala Harris's grandkid. Yeah, it would be Kamala Harris's grandkid. That's who it would be. Kamala Harris' grandkid is a hidden baby. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This some Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of stuff right here, right? Am I right? Okay. Yep, that's how it would be stepkid. Okay, appreciate that. Yep, that is Kamala. So wait a minute. You mean to tell me there's a chance that Kamala Harris has a stepkid that's a hidden child because of P. Dougie? Damn. And by the way, the nanny's name is Najee Naylor. That's her name. Najen Naylor. Naylor. That is Kamala Harris's stepchild that is hidden. Damn. Who said black media don't run it? Who said we don't control everything? Who said we don't call the shots? Damn right we do. Look at that right there, y'all. That tells you every single thing that you need to know. Every single thing. Kamala Harris running around here talking about abort babies, and Doug perhaps aborted a baby. Kamala Harris is running around here talking about Donald Trump is violent towards women. Doug is violent towards women. Kamala Harris is running around here talking about stepkids. Her stepkid is paid off, hush money, hidden, and can nobody find them. Ain't that crazy? Damn shame. And we also have a picture that kind of leaked a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give it to everybody to see. The woman that Doug had slapped upon. And I'm telling y'all, I heard it was a black man. I heard it was a black man that she was talking to. I'm being real. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? She wanted that soul pole. I heard it was a black man. And the black man, he had was talking to this Karen. And Doug didn't like it. And he put his hands on her. That's what I heard out here in these streets. That's what I heard. That's my word. Look at that right there, y'all. That's Doug. Doug been out here yoking on folks. Yes, indeed. That's what he been doing. Doug been out here putting his hands on females. And now you got the Dougie scandal. I like this. It's fun. We might have to do a whole breakdown on this one. We might have to do a whole absolute breakdown on the Dougie scandal just so we can get it right. Just so the world to know the American taxpayers have the right to know freedom of information. And we're going to put out all the damn information. That part. And family, let me tell y'all something else. As if that ain't weird enough, right? If that ain't strange enough and that whole side is funny. It's like everywhere Kamala goes, we're seeing a whole lot of degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't there a lot of degeneracy when you start talking about Kamala Harris? Very strange, degenerate behavior. These people are kind of awkward and odd. Let me show y'all Kamala Harris's stepdaughter. Y'all notice the stepdaughter, Doug's child, they don't really bring her up a lot, right? I'm about to bring her up. Do y'all know that Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, Doug's child, has been running around here advocating for black issues? And y'all know I say that with a caveat, right? Y'all know I say that with a catch, right? Okay. Well, let me show you what the catch is. Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, and not the one that's hidden, the one that they show, Kamala Harris, Ela Emhoff, she is a proud supporter of trans rights. Ela Emhoff seems to have a crystal clear belief system, perhaps something she inherited from her stepmother. This is what they say. This ain't our words, it's theirs again. Something that she inherited from her stepmother. One of the issues she has proudly supported online trans rights. In a few Instagram posts in 2020, Emhoff announced that she would support the organization of Growls. Remember that name. Remember that name, y'all. Remember it. She would support the organization of Growls by holding a raffle with winners receiving a pair of handmade knit pants she crafted. Look at her right there with the underarm hair showing and everything, right? This is her daughter. This is Kamala Harris's stepdaughter right here, y'all. Look at this. Now, what makes that very, very interesting, and I use that very loose, is let's look at more of the organization that we're talking about. Look at this organization, Growls, that she is supporting. And look at the community that she is professing to want to help. For the Growls is a black a Black trans-led collective that curates parties to fundraise money to help Black transgender people pay for their rent, gender affirmation surgeries, smaller copays for a lot of other things. As artists explained in one post, the organization was hugely important to her. They are doing really beautiful work, and they are currently seeking more funds to help them shorten their assistance wait time. Good for her. It is clear that Ella Emoff has a strong social conscience. Not reparations for us, not a hate crime protection for us, not stopping illegal immigration that takes our jobs. No, she is for that issue, trying to crowbar it as a Black issue, and they're trying to say that she is a social warrior because she fights for that. And I want you to also realize, y'all, the same issue about getting those people, oh, is that what, that's how it's pronounced? Okay, damn, they pronounced it like that? Really? Damn. The same issue, y'all, that they are trying to have her get behind is the same exact issue that Kamala Harris is supporting. Have y'all seen the ads? We've all seen the ads, right? We've seen the ads with Donald Trump talking about how they want to get that surgery done for a particular community, and they want to get that surgery done for that community if they're in jail. And her daughter gets behind it. Notice when it comes to that community, it's Black. She didn't say W's. She didn't say people of color. She didn't say minorities. She said she supports Black people in that community. So she's using her W stepdaughter to push those agendas on Black people when she could easily support it for other communities. She said, no, I support it for Blacks. So her W stepdaughter is being used to push this into the Black community, and Kamala Harris with her non-Black self stands by it the same way she stands by all of those non-Black people in her family that we have exposed. That part. So within them right there, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? You may not have seen Aura, Iris, Finnegan, Allen, but you will see this right here. This is what they represent. This is what they stand for. And that right there is Kamala, the cop, Collard Green Harris. And Foundational Black Americans, we are exposing it all the way across the board. We are a month out from the election, family. We are a month out from the election. And we said that we was going to do some G-checking. We said we had receipts. We said we was going to put it on the table. We said that we was going to completely speak what was on our mind. We said we was going to completely put the facts down that were undisputable. Nobody can debate them. And guess what? That's exactly what the hell we did. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's the only damn way. That's the only damn way. So that's what Kamala Harris has been pushing on to us, y'all. That's what Kamala Harris stands for. That's what Kamala Harris is trying to represent. When you look at this woman's background, you see a background that is completely non-foundational Black American. It has nothing to do with foundational Black Americans. It will never have anything to do with foundational Black Americans. Kamala Harris has cosplayed our culture to the point where she's even came up with a fake grandmother. She came up with this fake grandmother family because she wants the Black vote. They need the Black vote. The Democrats are nothing without the Black vote. And even if they got to come up with fake names and people that can't be accounted for, they will do it because they are that desperate, family. The cosplaying is that desperate. So what we are going to do, we are going to expose it. We are going to regulate it. And we are going to let the whole goddamn world know that you will not Barack Obama 1.0, 2.0 us ever. So they better understand that, because if they don't, they're going to get the damn G check. You feel me? They ain't like us has been always what we've been on. It ain't just a song, family. It's what it is. So we represent it to the fullest. We standing on that goddamn business, and everybody's just going to have to learn, and they're going to have to accept, because that's the type of time and energy that we are on forever. This is Foundational Black American season, y'all. This is Foundational Black American season. They've been trying to run that game. Yes, indeed. And you see them running on out too. You see her running out. She thought she was going to do that to us, y'all. She thought that right there. At the very, very bare minimum, y'all, very bare minimum, we have to admit and we have to acknowledge that these individuals are not like us, one, but these people are a hindrance to the community. So this is why we're running them out of the paint, and we're running them out the paint one by one by one. When you look at that family tree, nothing right there is solid. Nothing right there is certified at all. When you look at that family tree right there, nothing is solid. Nothing is certified at all. And when you look at foundational Black Americans, we run the yard, and we will always run the yard. There's nothing that they can possibly do to stop this. So you're dealing with scandal after scandal after scandal, popping right up on Kamala Harris's doorstep right before the election, and it's getting louder and it's getting louder and it's getting more clear. And it's our job as the foundational Black American community to continue to put that on the forefront. That's what we out here trying to do. That's what we out here trying to represent. That's what we're out here holding down. And it won't stop. It won't change. We are the ones changing the world, and we changing it one G check at a damn time. I like that. One G check at a time, and Kamala has officially been G checked. So on this episode, what we did, y'all, we broke down the cosplaying, the grandma scandal. Family, how many receipts? This right here, I said was going to be an epic episode, classic broadcast, and it was. When you are here right now, I need everybody who's watching and listening, you subscribe right now while I got you in the building, y'all. It takes 2 seconds. Subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Make sure you stay subscribed. Check your notifications. We're going to keep it coming, and we're going to keep bringing this. This is that certified, thorough, investigative activism, journalism that we're all going to do, but we all do it together. All of us, you guys. And y'all know we're going to bring the heat. I told everybody that I was going to come with this episode, and I was going to bring some heat. Who was that in my chat? Somebody was in my chat earlier, okay? And I gotta go ahead and put this online. Somebody was in the chat earlier, and they said, B1, bro, hope you give credit to Candace Owens, and I don't see her name in the hashtags. Let me tell you this, homeboy. Black Alpha Network, I do what I do. I do what I do, homeboy. Candace does her little reporting and cool. Everybody does what they do, but don't ever come in my chat talking about some give credit to Candace Owens. Hell to the no. Okay, I give credit to myself. I give credit to my foundational Black Americans. I give credit to Certified Black Society. Don't you ever come up in my chat talking about who we need to give credit to. This is a foundational Black American grassroots story. We started it. Everybody else is entitled to do all of their research. Fine. We did ours. And I said I was going to come with exclusive content, and I ain't used nobody's work. We use all of our work. Shout out to everybody here, because it was a brother who hit me to this game. And I don't know if you're in the chat right now, but if you are certified, salute, about 2 to 3 months ago. Yeah. So take your ass that way. We're going to stand right here. G-check. Come up in here talking about give some credit to Candace Owens. Shit. Please. Remember, white supremacy ain't a problem. Remember that, okay? Yeah, please. We get down. And every single receipt that I drop, family, I showed you the cousins. I showed you the grandparents. I showed you the uncles. We talked about every plantation in Jamaica. We went to the parish. We went every single spot, and we brought our own receipts to the table, because when it comes to Black activism in the world, Black Alpha Network's name is at the goddamn top. Trust me when I tell you that, and the whole FBA team coming with me. That is it. Yes, indeed. We are right here, family, and we're going to put our PSA together, okay? We talked about this PSA. We did a great space. I'm going to have a space loaded up. We did a good space the other day, FBA versus Tethers and Democrats. That'll be loaded up here in a few days. On Tuesday, we got some more stuff going on, but the PSA is the jam. That's where we are right now. The PSA is coming. I want all of you guys. It's BlackAlphaNetW1 at Gmail. At Gmail. Send me your videos. I need a 30-second, 15-second video, whatever. I want you to just make sure you start off and say, PSA. I'm not voting for Kamala, or I'm not voting for the Democrats, or I'm not rocking with the Democrats. I left the Democratic plantation. Just make sure you start off and say PSA, because it's going to be a public service announcement. We're going to make it digital. We're going to put it out right before the election, because we're all about results on the Black Alpha Network. I'm not keen to sit back watching things happen and just see it go down without our voices being heard. I said we was going to go platinum. I said we're going to change the world. I said we're going to change this whole election, and we're going to swing it, and it's already swung. So I need the whole family. I need all of you guys. All of you guys together. Make it. I'm talking about pull out your phone and send me a 15-second, 30-second video, and just say, hey, PSA, you already had some good ones. What somebody's like, PSA, I ain't voting for Kamala because I don't like my greens in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't care. It could be serious. You could say, PSA, I'm leaving the Democratic Party if you were there. PSA, I'm not with the Democratic Party. PSA, I'm not voting for the Democrats, because I want it to be about the Democratic plantation. And if you want to say Kamala, fine, that's whatever. But just make sure you say PSA. And I'm going to shuffle through them. I'm going to shuffle through them. I already got some graphics, people. We're going to work on it. I want to get this done within the next 2 to 3 weeks, right before the election. Boom, we can drop it. It's going to go digital. I'm going to have my brothers out there. I'm going to send it to my brother Tariq. I'm going to send it to all my brothers out there, and we're going to make this massive, y'all. A good sister. If you're in the house right now, sister, let me know if you're in the house right now. If you're in the house right now, let me see. A good sister sent me this right here. This is what I'm talking about. Certified salute to you, sister, for this one right here. This is the type of energy that I want right here, y'all. This is the type of energy that I need right here. Please, please, please. Send me something right up here along this line. Certified salute to you, sister. If you're in here, let the whole family know.
So here's my FBA. I will not be voting for Kamala Harris on no day because I am FBA all day. I love my people and I love myself, and I know we're going to find a better way. Okay. So here's my FBA. I will not be voting for Kamala Harris on no day because I am FBA all day. I love my people and I love myself, and I know we're going to find a better way. Okay.
Okay. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. I don't know if she's in here right now. Okay. Much certified salute to you, sister. I need those, though. I need those. Yeah, 15 seconds, not 30 seconds. 15 seconds, y'all. Give me like a 15-second one. Put it in, get what's on your off your chest. Say, hey, PSA, I'm voting for the couch because I ain't on the Democratic plantation. PSA, I ain't voting for Kamala Harris because I don't like my collard greens in the bathtub. PSA, I ain't vote for Kamala or the Democrats because she ain't black and her grandma is WHITE. There they go. That's what I need, y'all. That's what I need, y'all. Let's get it going, man. Appreciate the sister who sent that to me. And y'all, it's Black Alpha Net W1 on Gmail. We rocking. We're going to put out more, but it's all about that PSA. That's the main kick that we're doing right now so we can swing this election. It's going to feel good as hell when we swing the election. Oh, by the way, the election obviously is on a Tuesday. So y'all know we're going to have the biggest show ever. If we got to stream for 8 hours, I will see you right here on the Black Alpha Network, and we will do it. So election season's coming, or it's here. The election is right around the corner. We're going to put it all the way in, and we're going to make it happen. But by the way, my sister Yo-Yo, if you still in here, I heard it was your birthday. I'm not sure if it's your birthday, sister. But if it is, certified salute to you, to my sister Yo-Yo. I appreciate you. If you are in here, happy birthday. If you watch the playback, happy birthday. But one love, you guys. One love to everybody. Let's just keep it going, family. We already exposed it. You know what I'm saying? The grandma scandal ain't nothing like a foundational Black American episode. Not a bed wench, okay? Not somebody from the other side. You know, it's all about us, y'all. It's all about us and what we say. You feel me? Y'all knew when I said that I had some receipts and I was coming with it. I was going to come with it today. I was going to come with it. And I literally lost count of like 58 receipts or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But we put in the work. And I knew with you guys, we was going to do it together because I build off y'all. And I see things that y'all say. And it gives me different energies. And it gives me different angles and perspectives that we can work on. So I appreciate all of that, y'all. Appreciate that all the way across the board. Yeah, PSA. There they go. Y'all already got the PSAs. And send me a video because some people were writing it to me. But I don't want it written. I need the video. Send me the video. 15 seconds. Easy work. Pull out your cell phone. Boom. Easy. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, y'all. All right. So, hey, certified salute to my sister, Yo-Yo, if it is your birthday. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but one love, one love, one love. But yes, send them to me, y'all. Louisville, Kentucky, certified salute. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. One love. That's the home of Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, all the way. But yes, man, yes. It's been good cooking with y'all Friday night. We're going to always be on here Friday night. We're going to continue to do it, continuously keep on coming through. But this is the election. This is all time. And it's going to feel so good that on election night, we realize we swung this whole election. When we looking at the results roll in and they're trying to come up with excuses and Van Jones is crying and Roland Martin's beeping all over the place. And we look back and say, that's because of us. That's because of us. That's because of us, because we stood on business and we swung everything. All eyes are on us right now. After the election, everybody's going to go back to their spots. But everybody's watching the FBA. And they're seeing what we do and they're copying what we do. Everybody's talking about the grandma scandal. That came from us. Let's keep it real. The Black grassroots came from us. And ain't it funny? It's been a week and a half, 2 weeks. Janet Jackson still has not apologized. So, Janet, certified salute to you. The whole Black grassroots, certified salute to us. And we are the ones who are dictating everything in this election right here. We are the ones who are dictating the whole goddamn country. And when this election is over, I promise you, they're going to look back and they're going to say, FBA changed the whole goddamn game. Gone are the old days, in are the new days, and we on our own wave. That part. Y'all say good. Have a safe weekend, y'all. Can't wait to see you next Tuesday. We're going to have another great episode. We're going to rock out. We're going to have a great goddamn time. It is a beautiful day to be FBA, and it's a beautiful day to be certified all the goddamn time. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay vigilant. And always remember right here on the Black Alpha Network that black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Certified salute and free Huey. Bring it home.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.